Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Yo. Yo. Bud smokers only. Smokers only. Only. Listen, bud smokers only. Yo. Bus smokers only, bus smokers only, only. Listen. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing on this beautiful Tuesday, bitch? Yeah. Well, y'all, it finally happened, everybody. Okay? It finally happened. All right. I know it finally happened, y'all. I know. Okay. The Ooh Ladies First panel is coming to you live in Atlanta. That's right, bitches. We accept everybody. Bud smokers, winos, everybody with a vice. We accept you. No judgment. Unless you do meth or any adjacent drug. Everything else, times are hard. We're at war. Okay? The Department of War is high frequency right now. Shit's going on. Mercury is in retrograde. It's too much going on. Okay? Listen, Mercury. Okay? Because the community is not okay. Get my merch right up here. All right? Now, I know everybody has probably come here because they want to hear what I have to say about Tasha posting and deleting paragraphs about me, I guess. My eyes are bad, right? And I have people in my family that like to get mad at me and then send me long ass paragraphs of shit because they don't really want to argue. They just want to fuss at me about something. So they send a long paragraph of something. Child, listen, I am not new to this. I am true to this. As soon as I saw Miss Blunt-Head, I tapped out. I think I might have saw bisexual in caps lock somewhere in there. And then other people told me, some of the things that were being said. And she and I went back and forth because I did not think I said anything that bad. Tasha makes herself a topic of discussion. That's why I said she's better at this shit than me. Because she's willing to, be in the fray. She's willing to upset peace in order to get clout and attention from beefing with people on the internet. And I really thought I was keeping it cute. But if I want to keep it all the way a buck, there's a pattern of behavior between you, Millegro Grams, and this weirdo ass nigga. And I was really keeping it cute. And I'm still going to keep it cute. Okay? Y'all, I in every fucking TikTok or Instagram live that I get on, somebody is in my comments asking me about Tasha. You think I don't know that that's people that want me to say some shit so y'all can go run back and tell her so we can have exactly this moment? Y'all think that I don't know that this was inevitable at some point? Y'all think I didn't know that? I didn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And the reason why I don't give a fuck is because I knew whenever the time come, you wasn't going to have nothing to really use against me. Which is why I'm a blunt head. Girl, I'm a weed head. I'm a weed head, girl. Get the shit right. If you're going to be calling people names and shit, get it right. I'm a weed head. Okay? And just like you, I was abused as a child. We all pick up a certain vice. I don't know what the judgment is about. I don't judge you. Okay? I don't judge you for drinking all that fucking wine you like to drink. I don't judge you, bitch. I don't know. I don't know when we got to judging people. But for everybody that thought that somebody had, oh, Funky tried to tell her, oh, Jamie tried, I see y'all in the comments, man, ain't nobody had to tell me nothing. I work for racist white people, bitch. I worked in corporate America for almost a decade of my life. You think I can't deal with a messy bitch? Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay? For all of y'all that feel like her feelings were genuinely hurt and all of that shit, that's cap. Stop it. Stop it. Her feelings were not genuinely hurt by me saying that she tends to be homophobic and transphobic. You do, bitch. You do. Why you mad at the truth? Okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. I get up like I was gonna have to say whatever I felt like. What you want me to get up here and lie so that people would think, oh, I'm her friend. I've always said we worked with each other. You contracted me as an independent contractor to fill your show while you were gone, and I did a great fucking job at it. Kept your numbers up the way you normally would. Okay? Because when you tried to have that little assistant bitch on there, nobody was watching. At least I kept your numbers up. Okay? Now listen, I appreciate the opportunity. It was a great opportunity when it was a great opportunity. But at the end of the day, eventually it cost me money to leave my shit to come to yours. That's why I'm not there. That's why I'm not there. It's not because it's not because you took me off your website. It ain't because of none of that. I said something about it when it happened. Y'all, that's $2,500 less a month. And guess what happened? The Lord still made a way. Because it wasn't never me using you or any of that. It was you seeing that I could lend some integrity to your platform while I was there. And you could give me a little clout. We knew it was going to be a mutually beneficial situation. And you knew I wasn't going to be no little boy or no little girl up your ass. The first conversation we had was you saying that you recognize I'm a grown-ass woman. Please keep that in mind when it comes to me saying shit that you don't like all the time. But it's not beef. It's not beef. And honestly, I feel like she's not even really mad at me. She just got a lot going on. And again, Mercury is in retrograde, bitch. They've been saying that the Geminis, the Pisces, the Sagittarius, and the Virgos was going to feel it the most. And I don't know whether it was today or yesterday that was her birthday. But bitch, on your birthday? You cursing me out and calling me a blunt head on your birthday, bitch? Damn. Damn. Honestly, I was trying real hard to not have this happen. And that's why I would not go so hard about certain topics. But at some point, it was just like, come on, bro. I can't, you know what I'm saying? At this point, I can't keep like not saying how I feel. For fear of upsetting you. Okay? I can't do that, sweets. It's not my way. But anyway, it all started because of this nigga. Okay? But please don't misunderstand. Everybody, it was how you said it. I'm a grown woman. I'm going to talk however the fuck I want to talk. That's another thing. People were saying that. I didn't like that. It was how you said it. Bitch, I'm 30, about to be 38 years old. I could talk and say shit however the fuck I want to talk and say shit. And I really was going light. And everybody knows who comes here every day. They know I was going light because they know how I can go. But I don't want to do that. I still don't want to do that. Tasha said, that I was going to be arguing with myself after she started it. But I'm not, because I don't want to argue, okay? But in case anybody was confused, please understand I don't give a fuck. I hope she's doing okay. I saw she was on Twitter. I saw she had a GoFundMe. I don't have a GoFundMe. My Cash App has been tripping. I reposted my Venmo. Also, if you want to use my email, bondy.brittany@gmail.com to Zelle me. It's down below in the description box because Cash App is not allowing me to take any money right now. Okay? Because I saw people trying to send me money. All right. So she got to GoFundMe. And I'm asking for money for plane tickets. Girl, we all out here struggling right now. So I hope that everything straightens itself out. I really don't want no beef. I really don't want no problem with that lady. You heard me? Okay? I don't want no problem with that lady, but not because I'm scared, just because I like my peace, like I said. Okay? So at the end of the day, I hope everything settles down on her end. I know shit is stressful, but this is why I said I take shit down. Because I'm not about to be looking over my shoulder. I'm not about to be stressed out. Okay? Like I'm just that shit. I said that shit from jump. That the way you handled that situation, I would have been stressed the fuck out. We even had a conversation about it. I ain't never bullshitted with you. She called me two-faced. Bitch, I'm a Gemini. I'm not two-faced. That's the weirdest thing. Every time I'm 100% myself and motherfuckers get mad because I was supposed to switch up. Now I'm two-faced. No, you expected me to be two-faced. You expected me to say whatever I was saying behind, whatever, to not say that. No, girl, that's not my way. I can't help it. That's why I don't have a lot of friends right now, bitch. I can't. And I saw, thank you. I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, that got my back in this, because I saw people tearing my ass up. I saw Tasha's fans tearing my ass up. And I know some of y'all feel caught in between us. Please don't feel caught in between us. Please. Okay? Please don't feel that way. Okay? Choose Tasha. Choose Tasha. Okay? I'ma be okay. All right? That's if you feel. You know what I'm saying? That's if you feel that way. I don't want you to feel like that. Because ultimately we just not the same type of people. And sometimes you want to fuck with people just off the strength of them being a black woman. You want to do that. But then ultimately you end up being different people. You know what I'm saying? And having different outlooks on life. And it just is what the fuck it is. But in this time, I'm going to speak up and say how I feel. So if that means defending trans women, because I feel like y'all like to punch down, if it's saying that the DL Whisperer and Mallegrograms and you are hyper fixated on people and you need to learn how to let shit go, that's what I would say any fucking way. That's what I would say anyway. That's what I said before. That's what I'm saying now. Like, you need to learn how to sometimes throw your fucking hands up and be like, okay, I got it. It's cool. That's it. It's some dark ass energy to be trying to, come up off of beefing with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion. And I feel like I'm entitled to it. She's entitled to be upset with me. I'm not mad that she's upset with me. I think eventually she'll stop being mad at me. Okay? Because I really don't mean no harm, but bitch, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm just not. Okay? It's too much. The energy is dark as fuck. It does come off like, there's a hyperfixation on, hating certain people or being nasty towards certain people. And that's not, I don't think it's like, even y'all thinking she a Trump supporter. Y'all would have to find the records that the bitch voted. Because I know that Tasha would get y'all all upset about something and probably not even voted. Okay? And I'm not saying because, I don't know whether she did or she didn't. But that's just how she move. She like, you know what I'm saying? I know how she move, bro. It is cool. That's the way she move. And this is the way I move. Okay? I'm gonna call a thing. I'm gonna let it be what it is. Even with all of that being said, girl, people don't want to believe me. I read the first line. I saw bisexual in caps lock, and that was it. That was all. I ain't read nothing else because I'm not reading paragraphs of bullshit, that people want to send to me while they been sitting up there stewing, being mad at me, and I don't even know that you mad at me. Like, but I got a lot of practice with people like Tasha, so it's okay. I still appreciate, I say, the opportunity and the business that, we had when we had it. It was cool. It was what I needed at the time. Yeah, babe. It was what I needed at the time. But ultimately, all good things come to an end. And I wish her well. And I wish that just because and I'm saying just because she said it doesn't mean she did it. That's what I'm saying. She will get y'all thinking a thing just so, behind the scenes it'll be like that's not really is, but they all upset about it. Like that's why I don't even fucking care. I don't know what to believe. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. We think about things differently. So I am going to be honest in my responses regardless of my relationship with anybody. That's just how I am. I'm sorry. I'm not really apologizing. I'm being facetious. It's just the way I speak. But let's get into the DL Whisperer because that is enough of that. So, as I said, this nigga is crazy. Okay? Y'all, a judge granted T.S. Madison and Dominique Morgan 12-month protective orders against Naquan Palmer, the DL Whisperer. In a virtual court appearance Tuesday, Palmer, currently behind bars at Gilmer County Jail, is facing aggravated stalking charges. Polish obtained video from the hearing. Oh, it's in the link. Hold up, y'all. Let me go to the link because I want to see. I want to see what they said, girl. When I know I really could just go. I really could just go to TikTok. I know somebody put it on a TikTok. Hold up. Oh my God. Has it not made it to the TikTok? I am surprised, y'all. I'm surprised that video hasn't made it to the TikTok. All right, hold up. I'm going to their page so I can see. Is that it? I hate when people be like, link in the bio because then it's like confusing. Bitch, which link? All right, here we go. Here we go. I got it, y'all. I got it. I got it. All right, all right. You know what? Let's do it like that.
You take the act to appear at their home, drive around their neighborhood, things like that. I think that's definitely over the line, and that's the reason this court is issuing a protective order. Now, in regards to, sir, do you have any questions?
So they can talk about me and they can do anything to me, but I just have to not do anything to them. Is that, I just want to make sure we're clear. So they can do whatever.
The only thing I can answer.
Bruh, y'all trying to argue with judges the way you argue with people on social media shows the disconnect in your brain. Something is wrong when you don't understand that that's not the same thing, right? Whatever is going on social media and the way y'all are able to have circular arguments that mean nothing on the internet, that is not the way you are able to conduct yourself in court. The fact that there was no lawyer there at the time, is that what I'm seeing?
I understand what you're asking. The only thing I can answer, the only way I can answer that is right now there are 2 protective orders against you, and more than likely I can't speak for what's going to happen on your criminal case, but at some point you will have a bond, and you will probably have bond conditions as well, and they will probably be very similar to these protective orders. So what I can tell you right now is you are not to have any contact with Ms. Morgan or Ms. Hinton, and not to refer to them on social media, make any threats, email them, text them, drop them at the house, or get within 500 yards. Okay? And they will serve these on you sometime today or tomorrow. Okay? And you guys are welcome to hang out, and they'll get you copies of them.
Thank you.
This is all hold up. This is all very like sad to me. I'm not even gonna front on y'all. Like this don't make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand people like you want people to stop fucking with people, like and generating all of this hate. Cause that's a lot of the times what be going on. Like y'all act like, oh, he telling us no, but it's really a place to generate hate, right? To generate all of this anger. And it's in a collective manner that y'all can go in the comments and you know and have y'all homophobic, transphobic, you know, wet dreams met by talking shit about them people. That's what y'all, you know, a lot of y'all, that's what y'all were attracted to in him. Because ultimately in 2026, if you have to question if a nigga is gay, stop fucking with him. It's really not that difficult. We don't need Inspector Gadget niggas in do-rags trying to figure out who's gay. It's really not that serious. Like not in the way that he does it. That you make it a part of your whole thing is whispering to DL niggas, girl, what the fuck is going on in 2026? The conversation should not be this. The conversation should be women stop being homophobic so niggas can be gay. Stop being upset about people not being attracted to you or wanting to be with you and find people that do. That's it. That's all. But in the settings online where he's doing that shit, where other people are doing that type of content, like messy TikTok and all of that, it is generating a very dark energy in a large number of people. And it don't matter how you slice it, that energy is going to go somewhere. To me. And when people decide to not just let shit go and fight back, especially when you rolling up around their house, because see, this is Louisiana. This is Louisiana. And if you come on my property, it might be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. Because I'm on all that. But that's why I just leave people alone. You know what I'm saying? But he rolled up and passed by them people's house. He wished death on them people. He, you know, I want them, saying he want them dead on the internet. Y'all, that's crazy. You not, like, y'all, we grew up after Columbine. You can't say shit like that out loud in public spaces and think that there's not going to be consequences to that shit. Trust me. I think about saying shit like that about certain people all the time, and I don't. Not smart. Self-preservation is key. But this shit's sad, y'all. To me, I'm sure somebody failed Naquan as a child. Naquan act like ain't nobody loved him as a child. Okay? And now as an adult, this is the energy. This is where you end up. And I hope it all works out for him. Meaning I hope he eventually gets out of jail. Maybe get some fucking therapy. Refocus his energy. You know what I'm saying? Do something else, bro. But y'all have got to stop fixating on one person or, on one subject matter. Y'all got to stop doing that shit. People with the Love and Marriage Huntsville people, they do the same shit. All of that hyper fixating on one show or one set of, of people, and you have this hatred for them or just doing way too much. Way too much, man. Listen to me. This is why Tasha was upset with me, y'all, because I said the same thing about her interviewing them and kind of championing them and kind of telling them it was okay for them to do this shit. And they end up in more fucked up situations than she does. And that was the point that I was making for real. And I was really trying not to even go that far with it. But that's really how I felt. Is that you sit up there and you cheer them on to do this shit and they end up in these fucked up situations and you just be like, well, next case. Donk, donk. Like, I just felt like it was a little fucked up. I'm not even gonna front on you. So that's how we got here, y'all. But again, I listen, I have got to say how I feel. Miami has so much appeal. A great place to eat a seafood meal. Miami. Now, again, I appreciate Tasha. I wish her well. I wish her peace. I wish her light. I wish her love. Okay? She is great at this job. Okay? Now, we're going to move on. All right? All right. Okay. So I saw this. And at first I wasn't going to say that. But then I was like, girl, we listen. We may not be here tomorrow. I'm not about to mince words with no fucking body. Let's get into it. Kenya Moore, what the hell is going on? Mayo, yeah, I'm gonna say her name wrong, but I watch her. I really like her content. I mainly watch her on the TikTok. But let's just run the story. And then Kenya is in the comments responding, so we'll get to it.
Has made it very clear that she is not interested in working with people who have 4C hair. So on Kenya's Instagram, she is looking for models to model, I'm guessing, one of her products. And on the last requirement, it says that they should be able to have a blowout, and it says not 4C hair or excessively curly, thick hair. And I find this very ironic because Kenya Moore has a hair care line, and you would think that if you had a black hair care line, surely you would be interested in working with black people who have black hair textures. In fact, 4C hair is probably the only hair texture that is exclusive to black people. So you would think that you would want to work with black people. But no, you want to work with looser hair textures. You want to be able to only showcase looser hair textures. And I think she's saying the quiet part out loud. And even using language like calling 4C hair under the category of excessively curly, people just love using demonizing language to describe 4C hair. It always sends this message that the hair is literally too much. And I was seeing people in the comments being like, well, it's her preference. Like, she has the preference to be able to say she doesn't want that. And it's like, a lot of y'all are gonna preference your way into hell. Segregation was a preference. Systematic oppression is a preference. Preference doesn't mean it exists in a vacuum. Preference is still rooted in some kind of ism. And to have a hair care line and not want to work with 4C hair is texturism. So Kenya Moore has made it very...
So this is what Kenya said. You are taking the comment out of context. The blow dry option is not recommended for 4C because it does not involve a silk press or hot tools. The blow dry service is meant as a blow and go, such as from a blow dryer bar. Stop trying to use me for clicks. You know what I meant. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me see if I can find this original post. Cause see, on some level, I don't necessarily feel like the girl was using you for clicks and views, but we do surf for content that is centered around whatever our, passion is. And that young woman's passion, obviously, okay, it involves her freeform locks and and really being pro-black. Like pro-black women's hair, like letting it grow out of your head the way it grows out of your head. I like following people like that. I like following people that are anti fucking with ourselves to fit this social mold that everybody's agreeing to. And it's hard, it is really hard, like to not fall under the pressure, of societal norms and what society feels is, acceptable, right? And so that plays a part in a lot of things. I think I saved this post myself, but I will say I understand what Kenya is saying about how it's not recommended for 4C hair because what actually is the blowout, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. But I'm like, how do you know that I don't want, like, what if I wanted my 4C hair to be blown out without adding any other product to it? Like, people do wear their hair like that as a style. You know what I'm saying?
Just want to
Um,
get,
let me
I
see.
say,
Jasmine Brand posted it. But Kenya has been in the news, and I wonder, like, what's going on with she and Bravo? Like, I know she did that live, but her Instagram, I mean, her YouTube lives are not that like entertaining to me. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. So I need clips, girl. I need clips. Um, but I could understand what Kenya is saying, but I also feel like when the lady said it, it kind of rang true. It felt like she said, somebody was saying the quiet part out loud. And the reason why I say that is because Kenya does come from the era of women that needed to fit into a certain mold to be considered beautiful, right? You wear the gray contacts and you make sure that your hair is always as straight and long as possible, as to give Black Barbie, right? As to give just the brown skin version of whatever a white girl is showing up as. And I definitely feel like that's a part of Kenya's mindset. I'm not sure if that's what was being depicted in this situation, but I feel like whether it was being depicted in that situation or not, I think it is something that people read off of her. And I think it had a lot to do with the way she felt about her hair and weaves and wigs and, all of those things when she was on the show. There is a level of feeling like I'm better because, this is my real hair and my hair is so long. And that plays into the satisfying the male gaze. And men want us all to have long hair. I don't know if y'all have noticed it, but I've like consistently had people try to make me feel bad, bully me in my family and at school for having short hair. When I first big chopped, they bullied me at school for big chopping. Like, was making fun of me, saying shit about my hair all the time. I was always arguing with people at school because they always wanted to be ribbing me about my hair. And I used to be like, nigga, stop being mad that my waves are better than yours. Because I was fearless enough to cut all my hair off at 16 in 2004 before it was an actual thing. Okay? And so then, after everybody made fun of me for doing it, then everybody want to start doing the shit. Okay, cool. Then, as an adult woman having short hair, I've had people say shit like they think that I'm not growing hair or something. I have to get a haircut, ma'am. Like, sir, feeling like you are less attractive to people when you have short hair, like that's unless you're doing like a knee long pixie cut thing, right? And you have to have a certain type of physique and body type and all of that shit in order for that to even knee along the situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just feel like there are like these societal pressures to make
Oh my.
Black women feel not so great about their hair if it doesn't look a certain way. And I feel like Kenya, Kenya has the hair that I believe a lot of Black girls would want. Like, once you get cool with having like a thicker texture of hair, girl, you gonna love you a yaki. You just want to look like your whole head is just a good yaki. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm trying to see because I'm on her page now. And I get that people want a certain type of model, but I also feel like if you're actually going to be working as a if you're going to be working as a real hair salon, then you need to be inclusive to all hair types. You need to be inclusive to all hair types. And that's just how I feel about it. I don't know why I can't find the original post where she says all of those things, the bullet points. Ugh. But her site does have, y'all. I've been just talking about I want to go to like a lock place
Oh my gosh,
that has this type of shit.
you guys, I had an unforgettable experience at the luxurious Kenya Moore Hair Spa in Atlanta, where I was greeted and offered a glass of champagne as soon as I got in. Yes. From there, my service was a 10-step process. First step was a scalp analysis to see what treatment would be best suited for my hair. Wow, did y'all see my scalp?
See, like this shit, like I want whatever this shit is when they wash your hair.
Then I was escorted to their beautiful private room.
Yeah, this shit,
In
yeah.
the salon for the head spa.
Girl, I had that happen to me when I got my hair done when I was in Bali. Cause like, you know, if you go to some of the spas in Bali, you get a package and they do everything, bitch, for the low. That's what you go to Bali and Thailand for spa shit, right? And y'all, oh my God. It was so relaxing. It was so relaxing. And in Bali, they put me on slices of mango with lemon juice squirted on it. Something so simple. Something so simple. Never thought about it.
My scalp was stimulated with a relaxing raking and detoxified with steam, and then shampooed with Kenya Moore hair care, of course, which was so
See, with the little thing behind your neck, you know what I'm saying? Listen.
relaxing. Then I received a series of calming scalp massages, as you can see. Next, I received a facial, which almost put me to sleep. After my shampoo was
See, I want some shit like this.
rinsed out, I received a hair reconstructive mask.
I feel like don't nobody do shit like this in New Orleans. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like I don't know if Kenya is still doing that, right? I don't know if she's still doing that, but her social media is not up to date enough. Like, you know, and she says that she's open and all of this. And you know, people have said that they drove around there and, you know, she wasn't open. I don't know what's going on, Kenya, but I do want this for you. Like, I'm not even going to front, you know, like if you want to have a hair spa, girl, I want you to have a hair spa. And sometimes, you know, it takes having to do things more than once in order for it to work out if that's what you really want to do. Because, like, in real life, sometimes people go from, you know, place to place when they're in a business. It's not going to always be, you know, out that same shop and all of this type of shit. And honestly, I feel like, bitch, maybe you should go to hair school too. Like, I know you don't want to do hair. You're older now, and doing hair is a very, like, physical thing, regardless to what people say. That shit is tiring. But I feel like that would even just be something cute to do. You got a production company, girl. Go to fucking hair school. Get a production company to film you going to hair school in the process, right? And do it as advertisement for your hair spa. Like, that would be cute. I feel like people would want to see that. I would. I'm not gonna lie. I would want to see you get good at using the Marcel iron. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just because it doesn't work out with this place this one time, I don't think she should just give up on it. Um, this is what she said on her Instagram. She said, as I have stated before, my company is an active lawsuit against my salon landlord for failing to pay nearly $80,000 in tenant improvement allowance owed to me. I invested over $300,000 of my own money to build out my salon in a commercial space from a white box. When the landlord failed to reimburse contractual expenses, I withheld rent in an effort to reach a fair settlement and subsequently filed a countersuit for the amount they failed to reimburse. And she went live, and I believe, you know, there was some clips, you know, but whatever. Yeah, girl. I do feel like a lot of people want Kenya to like fail or something with this. And I don't, because I feel like what she has is good. Like, the shop looks beautiful. Like, people do want those types of treatments, you know what I'm saying? Especially for black women and black hair. Like, but you know, it's too many of you hoes these days that want to be in a booth instead of learning how to be cooperative and work with other women and having like large spa, you know, hair spas and shit, you know, because y'all don't want to work together no more. It's too hard for y'all to get along in order for, you know, a whole bunch of women to be in one hair, you know, salon at one time. Okay. And that's sad. That's really sad because that's the reason why we see all of these weird videos online with hairstylists and shit. And it's really because y'all have not learned how to deal with people. Like a part of working in beauty or in the service industry, period, is knowing how to deal with people. And a lot of y'all don't know how to deal with people. Like, if we keeping it a buck. Y'all are rude, y'all are mean, y'all lazy sometimes, like y'all get there late, you got an attitude, like just a whole bunch of weird ass shit that don't nobody feel like dealing with. That's why so many people are starting to do shit for themselves these days. Because nobody wants to deal with that shit. Like, fuck you. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. You know? Anyway, let's move on. But I hope that she's able to get it figured out. So y'all, I'm just gonna lay down the things as they've happened, okay? So 50 Cent drops this towards T.I. in new song. He responds, okay? So first of all, the thing is, you said that you wasn't gonna rap, and now you up here rapping. You lost. You lost.
They made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Freak shit, peep shit, keep shit on the low, but everybody knows.
Somebody said this nigga trying to make an actual record and not a diss song. I'm like, that's the Nicki Minaj approach. Yes, Barbs, we mentioned her. Okay. Oh my God, I know. Y'all hoes can't do nothing without talking about Onika. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway. But that's what she did. Like, instead of just going at the person, you tried to make a hit. So it's like, you're not even really fighting with the person. You're just trying to, like, man, fuck him. The crowd. I'm gonna focus on the crowd. No, nigga, this is a rap battle. You need to focus on the person that you battling, not the crowd.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Boy, grandma, your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Freak shit, peep shit, keep.
Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Yikes.
Shit on the low, but everybody knows.
On the low, but everybody. That was kind of good. I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
They gon' celebrate us like they did when Obama won. Eating good like in Abu Dhabi in the Ramadan. Bitches, they gon' sweat a nigga heavy like the sun is on. Drugs out of Delta. Major is my youngest son. We a one-on-one. Nigga, you another none. Me and mine to the end of time. It's a trauma bond. I say it's me and mine.
Yeah. Tip's always gonna win on this because, like, and the truth of the matter is, your mouth is too tight. Okay, your mouth is too tight. 50. Okay, you're not gonna win a war of the words when your jaws are tight like that. Okay. T.I. said 50 Cent, drop whatever you choose. Just please keep showing the world you I don't know, a bitch. Thank you. On Clay. And you still ain't tell us why you in 4K dick pulling with the smile of a sissy? Pandora's box is ajar, sir. Good luck. Effing, you suck. P.S. Me and mine till the end of time. It's a trauma bond. Nigga, that is not smart, Tip. Like, trauma bonds aren't good. I need for everybody to understand. We need to take a lesson. Excuse me, class. I'm sorry. Hold up. Hold up, bitch. Hold up, ho. There you go. We need to stop. We need to stop. Hold up. Class is in session. Trauma bonding is not merely having bonded over said trauma. Oh, no. That's not what trauma bonding means. Trauma bonding is a tool of abusers. And what abusers do is tell you a story about their life that is supposed to be very sad or deep, something that you wouldn't normally tell regular people. And it forces intimacy quickly. It makes you feel trusted. It makes the relationship deeper, faster than if they had not told you that. And they needed to move faster because they need to get you emotionally enmeshed so that when they switch up, you will be stuck emotionally, mentally, psychologically. That's why it's mind games, essentially. Okay? But it is a mechanism nonetheless. So, example of trauma bonding would be a man was abused as a child. A woman was abused as a child. Man wants to abuse woman. Man tells woman about his traumatic childhood story. Woman, also understanding this empathetically, now feels sorry for him, views him in the eyes of the child he was whenever the trauma occurred. Now they have trauma bonded. Later on, when he does something abusive, they'll be able to go back to this very moment. He was a child. He was hurt. I have to protect him because nobody else did. So, therefore, take abuse, deal with abuse, make excuses, view yourself as some type of what? Martyr? Yes. You're a martyr. And then you deal with so much pain and then he has to fix it. Or if he doesn't fix it, God will. Yes, go get the crawfish. Okay. Sorry, y'all. But yes, do we understand now what trauma bonding is? Lessons. Trauma bonding is not merely two people commiserating on their trauma, but it is somebody trying to force intimacy quickly. Quick intimacy means that you don't really know the person, but you feel for them. Okay? That's how it works, girl. Now, listen, some of y'all are watching me on your televisions. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube's television app, but sometimes it has me really, really low. And I don't know why. Because if you play it back on your phone, then I sound normal. Okay? My sound is turned as far up as I would want it to be because I don't want to overmodulate. And sometimes I feel like I'm overmodulating just because I'm already loud, okay? But yes. So, when Clifford uses trauma bonding, this is why my girl Roxanne, for its rocks, also on YouTube, okay, calls T.I. the intelligent adjacent. And the reason why she coined him as the intelligent adjacent is because of moments like this. Yes, he knows words. He puts them together very well. But ultimately, sometimes he does not know the meanings of those words. There we are. There we are. But of course, in the toxicity, in the two villains fighting each other, we're on the side of Tip. Okay, over here. I am. All right. I've never liked 50 ever. Ever, 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 ever. And when I don't like people, I don't be wanting to like their music. And then people force them on me. You know who did it first? Candy Shop. Candy Shop did it. But what really did it was, I think, what's that song off Keep Thinking I'm Pussy. That shit. Y'all know that song, right? I ain't straight for your head, so don't push me. That shit. Damn, I ain't heard it in such a long time. But that song made me like him. Keep Thinking I'm Pussy. That shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was biting ass, weird ass nigga, man. Anyway, so there was more back and forth. Well, damn, King throws shots at 50 Cent again. claims he's mad that Daphne Joy didn't want him and that his mother slept with junkies. You gonna learn to stop effing with us, okay?
Yeah, let's get in the old school drop chop. You wanna give me top? Yeah, I'm whipping in this foreign. Feel like damn, it costs a lot. Niggas talk too much and run their mouth. I see why they got shot. Like that house you set on fire. Yeah, this shit you got it hot. You the type of nigga clock some T. I'm tight, not some teeth. Why the fuck you have a son just not to be there? That ain't P. You was made from 50 cents because your mama give it cheap. See me smiling, holding dick. She can't say that Diddy a freak. But that nigga, he just wanted with black women, not with me. Raise my son to be a man. He cannot say the same as me.
I love the fact that he is like a new rapper and new rappers be off beat, but he still finds a way to catch the beat. Like that slight all like that's I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good, King. Keep working on that. Keep working on that. Also, I'm gonna need for you to work on your diction, okay? Because sometimes we don't know what you're saying and we want to understand what you're saying. So you're gonna have to listen to your daddy some more, okay? And learn how to swag it, right? But still that's what you need to do. Open up your mouth. When you say the word sometimes, like you want to say, that's why your daddy is smiling and always doing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that opens up your mouth. So whatever you're saying is clearer to people because you want to get your point across. Okay. I'm sure this nigga has told you this before, but that is what you need to be working on. But yes, I actually like King as a rapper. I'm not even going to front on y'all. It's not bad. I like anything where I can, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm doing the Jay-Z face for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But you just got to get that together.
Up to the hood, it's a shiesty P. Natural diamonds in my fucking kidney. Yeah, these bitches ski. What's up about Magic City Monday? Drip for all the outs on Sunday. Nigga faking like he stand on business, but don't stand on nothing. I done called out for my son, but nigga fuck around, push that button. I been smoking on Miss Jackson since a nigga post my mother. In the old school, drop chop. You wanna get
I've been smoking on Miss Jackson since that nigga post my mama. I like that one. I like that one. I'm gonna give it to him.
yeah, I'm whipping in this foreign. Feel like damn, it costs a lot. Niggas
Yeah. He said, fuck it. This why he mad. This why he mad, y'all. Because this beautiful woman ain't want him. And it may be why he beat women. You gonna learn to stop effing with us. Can't beat us with lies, paid rumors. But it's a fact. Your mama was fucking junkies. F.A. re-up and your new clothes while eating dirty cat on the side. Wow. I can't relate. Song out now will be on all platforms later today. I need to say F.A. re-up. Fuck a re-up. Is that what he meant to say? Fuck a re-up in your new clothes while wait. F.A. re-up and your new clothes while eating dirty cat on the side. I'm trying to understand what the FA was supposed to be. Oh my God. T.I. probably did mess with Daphne. Y'all know some of these hoes is industry hoes. You know what I'm saying? These are the women that are cycle. You know, okay, so in lesbian land, there's a group of friends, right? Or a group of people. They circulate. So they break up and somebody get with somebody else. And then, you know, and then every once in a while somebody new might come in and they become a part of the crew for a little while. And then, you know, it's just always shifting relationships of a certain area. And I feel like everybody tries to demean women who, you know, like Daphne, who are in these situations. It's like, trust me, they're demeaned in real life enough. Okay, fucking with these niggas, you get disrespected enough, girl. We don't need the outside world to be adding to it. I promise you, these women are being disrespected by these niggas in private more than anybody, you know, needs to be. So when people are online talking shit about the women that have become the whores of the industry, so to speak, which means these are the girls that are passed around, it also is like, well, I mean, most times people that are in close proximity to each other are going to eventually find themselves crossing paths. It does happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I be feeling bad for the women sometimes because I feel like I just know that somebody assaulted you as a child and that's how we got here. Like, especially with the women that end up with these niggas, like it always feels like y'all probably come from families where it was like, you know, I don't know what it is about the Asian girls, but it often seems like their whole life is set up for some nigga to come and pay for their beauty. Like, I really do feel like they're groomed to just be looking for some man to come in and take care of them because they're so beautiful and because they fit the aesthetic that is popular for a certain group of men. Those men will, yes, pass them around. And let's not forget, these niggas have dick envy and they really like each other, even though they don't want to admit it. And a way for them to express that is passing a girl around like a pocket pussy. My fave fucked her. I can't wait to put my dick in her pocket pussy. My favorite rapper fucked her. That's why they all fuck Selena Powell. No matter how much evidence you get that this lady will put you on blast for doing cocaine, you should probably not fuck her. She will take pictures of you while you passed out, and y'all still call her and line up like fools to get sprayed. And I believe it is because you want so badly to just be in with a group of niggas, even if it means for putting your dick in a trap. I want to be a part of this clique so bad. I'm going to fuck this girl that's probably going to have my dick burning. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because she fucked all my faves. What? Fuck Snoop Dogg. I have to get some of that pussy. What? Yeah. It's weird. It's weird, y'all. It's giving weird. The beef was continuing. Hold up. All right. Did Domani pull a Kendrick Lamar on 50 Cent with this new diss track? I hope, is this not old? This another one? I mean, I feel like y'all just unloading the clip for fun at this point. I'm not upset about it. The music is good. I like that one. I like that. It says, let's put the real focus on the true evil. Girl, I can't. On the true evil, whatever the fuck that says. Raping me and physically abusing. Oh, is this what old girl sent to him? This is what Daphne sent to 50 Cent. Aha. An incident where he allegedly kicked Joy in the stomach and destroyed her property. Y'all love kicking holes in the stomach too. I honestly feel like niggas be like just doing the most because it's a woman and the woman not gonna fight back or the woman is weak, so they know they can beat the woman up. So they just be out here doing roundhouse kicks on bitches and shit like that. Like, what fucking, like, kung fu movie did you see in the 70s and the 80s that had you up here kicking bitches like that? Like, what we doing? Like, what is that? I really feel like that's what's going on. Cause this is like, what's wrong with y'all? Why y'all want to be kicking women? Always want to talk about y'all. Always want kick a black man while they down. Nobody gets kicked more than a woman when she down. The fuck is y'all talking about? 50 Cent had a new message for King Harris. 50 Cent, LOL. If he keep this up, Diddy not gonna want to walk around with her. SLW. 50 Cent is one of them niggas that it don't matter how bad it make him look as long as it make you look worse to somebody, anybody. Lord. Yeah, man. This is what's going on right now, 2026. Was it on your bingo card? Was it on your bingo card? Because it wasn't on mine. It wasn't. I did not think that this is what was going to happen. I didn't. Okay, y'all. So let's move on from there. Married to Medicine came out with their reunion looks. And I would love to go through them. This is my first time looking at them. So yeah. Also, don't forget, we're going to Mauritius, okay? I think we have 14 people altogether going to Thailand. Titties! And yes, we are still going, okay? They're going to get this shit together. They're going to get this together. But I'm not about to stop traveling, okay? It's just not what it is. This is the trip that me and Lyric go to Thailand. We are going to Thailand, okay? But we are also going to Mauritius for a retreat in September. So Reset by Design Wellness does a very luxurious trip for the ladies. Okay, only Black women are invited to the retreats. This one that we're going on to Thailand is a group trip. There will be more group trips to come. But yes, the retreats are amazing. There's always great massages and food and really nice accommodations. Like shit is just always really, really nice. And we just always have a good time. We always enjoy it. We always grow from it. And just being able to see other places in the world will give you a clearer perspective on life. I'm just being real with you. Okay. Because sometimes in America, you'll be on a hamster wheel. And it's not until you go somewhere else where people are not living their lives like that, that you get perspective on what life is actually supposed to be like versus this slavery thing that they got going on with us, where they fuck with our minds and make us think we not enslaved. But if you think about it, if I have to do this in order to live, it's kind of sort of slavery. Just a little. I don't know. Then y'all make it hard for us to do shit on our own. Y'all make it illegal for hoes to collect rainwater and all of that. Bitch, how you gonna know I was collecting rainwater? What, you watching me? Yeah, you are watching me. Watching me. Ridiculous. But anyway, I don't know how I got there. Married to Medicine. Let's get into the looks. Let's get into the looks. I don't know how I got there. Ooh, Toya. Va, 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 voom. The tits look good. The hair looks good. Yeah, this is nice. I like this on her. This is pretty. I feel like the even this pose is not giving it, I'm sure, what it's actually giving. Cause y'all know, Toya may be a terrible person, but she fine as fuck. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay. That's why Eugene is still there. Yeah, she's mean. But her ass is thick. Okay. Uh ooh. Uh mm. Uh mm. You look good, Dr. Simone. You look good. I don't know how I feel about this dress because like there is a part of me that feels like somebody's grandmama sewed this together, and I kind of love that. Like this look like something that somebody make for you for a prom or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know why people insist on spelling my name wrong either. Like at this point, I've kind of just given up. But yeah, nah, it's annoying, especially because they're always like spelling my name right after seeing my name. Like it's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, it's all over the screen. Like Bondi with a Y up here, Cash App. Don't send anything to girl. Let me take the Cash App down because they're not letting me take money, and I'm upset about it. My Venmo is on my community page though. And also you can use my email bondi.brittany@gmail.com if you want to Zelle me. Okay, because I do have Zelle. Thank you. It's much appreciated, right? Girl, much appreciated. I didn't feel like doing a GoFundMe, girl, but I just thought I could ask, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all would, the law would see through the work through y'all, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to this. What do y'all think? Is a pageant dress? Yeah, I don't, See, I'm not even mad about the shoulder pads. I'm not even mad about the shoulder pads. It just feels like a church lady thing. It looks like, are they at a church? It looked like they down to the church. It looked like they down to the church, and this is what you wear to the special Christmas festivities. That's what this looked like. Okay, so if Toya looked like she going out right to sit in somebody's VIP area after having a really nice dinner, right? Like that's what this is giving. Okay, this is giving. It was Christmas church bazaar. You know what I'm saying? It was a Christmas church situation. Everybody had to wear red. And when Dr. Whitmore came into the church wearing this, the girls were like gagged. Because in that setting, this was perfect. Right? Right? I mean, yeah, that little slit, but that girl, that's just flesh tone. That's not see through. So you think when you tell people red that we not gonna have, any problems, and then you tell Contessa red, and this is what Contessa comes up with. Contessa is such a beautiful woman, but where is she from? Because it's like sometimes, you could take the country girl out the country, but you can't take the country out the girl. I swear for God. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't know what to think. Yes, there is a Bride of Frankenstein thing happening here. It is Van Helsing. Ooh. Okay, what was that song that Andre 3000 used to have? She lives in my lap. She lives in my lap. It is giving, yes, it is giving a vampire, Bridgerton, Van Helsing. Van Helsing. Wow. Yeah, it's giving she she lives in my lap. She lives in my lap. Forever my fiance. Don't be no change. Play, baby, play. Her titties are looking nice. Don't her titties look better here? Maybe it's because they're pushed up so much. I'm looking at it, just trying to find something good to say. Um, Cause the top, I don't know what's going on with the top. I almost feel like the spiky shit, like girl, they're like a fence. She look, Jesus be a fence around these titties. The fence around her titties is causing me to feel like I don't know what's going on with the cups. Cause it looked like the cups is too low. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's going on with the cups being low. The titties are up here, the cups are down here. The fencing is spread sprucely throughout. Some pieces look like they might be about to fall off. Um, at the bottom is too long. Like I can't see her feet. So that means she gonna have a hard time walking in that shit. Oh, yes. Vampire holiday Barbie, bitch. That's what it is. Okay? It's giving Nosferatu Christmas Barbie. Oh my God. Jesus be a fence around those titties because they needed it the entire season. Them titties was giving arrested development. We didn't know what was going on with them. They look like they hurt. The back part is the only part I like. Ah, Jackie. Oh my God. Do I have something for this? Do I have something for this? Do I have? Oh my God. No, I have nothing for this. I have nothing for this. Damn. Damn. Jackie. Yeah, no, I don't think none of my stuff be working no more. That's upsetting. That's upsetting. I'm going to have to fix that.
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. Ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
And that's what I feel like. I don't know what's going on, but it's giving, fucking for free. It's giving fucking for free. Okay? Fucking for free. Fucking for free. Fucking for free. Hey, listen, it's giving fucking. I like it though. It's good. It's really, really good. It's the best look I've seen thus far. It's the best look I've seen thus far. I mean, I love the bob. I love how flowy it is. I love the little leg out. I love the very skinny shoulders and arms being out. This is just all very dainty. You know, this is all very, don't push her, you might break her. You look beautiful, Jackie. Okay, you break it, you bought it. Okay. Okay. I think that ever since Tony Braxton did it, everybody wants to be Tony Braxton. Like ever since Tony Braxton did it, everybody wants to be Tony Braxton. Can I be like I'm hurt? Who did I did want it to work? Don't you forget I had it first. When I'm thinking, stop playing me. It wasn't bad enough for me. That's what she giving. I've already had your way. And I wonder just where he's been. Worried about him. It's time to know the truth. I think he should have been with you. I'm sorry. Okay. Wig, no. Wig, no. Yes, the hair is throwing it off. Black hair, brown hair would have been better. Hair is no. No to the hair. I mean, y'all, it's like, I don't know. I mean, this because it's pretty. Like, it's a pretty dress. Her body looks beautiful. The shoes are lovely. I love. But the hair is throwing it all off. The hair is throwing it all off. Yeah, the hair is throwing it all off. Y'all don't like the shoes? Maybe not with this. I don't know. I like the shoes. Child, it look like some shoes I would like. Mm, maybe not. Maybe not. It's not a heel. I thought it was a heel. Now it looked like a flat. I didn't notice that little bow. I don't like that little bow. What is that little bow? All right, all right. I thought the shoe looked different to me from up here. But now that I didn't zoomed in on it, you right. You right. Y'all don't like shoulder pads? Really? Y'all don't be wanting to be the big shouldered broads? Really? Y'all know a bitch love a good designing women. You know what I'm saying? A bitch love a good designing women. So listen, I like a shoulder pad, girl. What? That's the ballerina heel. Yeah, I don't You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't hate the shoulder pads. So everybody has like a little tinge of you at a church, but you might get fucked behind here. And listen, there's somebody that has done some things down to the directory, okay? To the church office, okay? Um, on this land. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but everybody has a little tinge. You know, yes, girl, I love me a Julia Sugar Baker. I love me a Julia Sugar Baker, bitch. What? I love a big shouldered broad, bitch. Okay. But yes, Mimi. Mimi, no. Mimi, no. Wait, let's zoom in. Okay, okay, hold up. What is this black shit at the top? Like I feel like the black shit, you know what I'm saying? The hawk. You about to let the hawk in. That's what that remind me of. The hawk. The hawk came in and it's about to get you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's going on with that. Right? Like it's just about to delete the dress or some shit. I don't know what's going on. Around the neck. I just saying. Let's I like her shoes. I like the shoes. I don't like the dress. I don't like the dress. It feel like somebody tried something that they thought would work, and nah. Dr. Heavenly. Well. She's looking voluptuous. If I don't say, like, I have to say, she's very voluptuous. You know what I mean? Very juicy. Okay? Very supple for the old bitch that she is. You know what I'm saying? Very, very supple. This is what happens when you have a little weight on you for a long time. You know, when you get older, it makes you look younger. Also, Heavenly has been getting booped and shit. So a lot of, all of them on this show have. They on TV. They look at their face. I ain't mad at it. It don't look bad. She look a little pulled. She look a little pulled. Look a little pulled. I don't like the gloves. I just think there's too much going on with the dress. Even though I feel like she looks beautiful. I like the full hair. I wish that it wasn't half up, half down. I wish that it was like just all Jessica Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? With like a swoop to one side. Like I wish it was that. Um, yeah. Actually, I like the dress. I just don't like the gloves. Because the gloves don't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Are the gloves leather, girl? Is it leather? It's a leather dress, or is it not? Is it satin? Is it satin? Girl, I don't know. But y'all look like y'all bathed in the blood of Jesus down to the church, and it doesn't feel good. Girl, it don't feel like a good thing. You know what I'm saying? To be all dressed in red down to the church. I see these crosses, okay? The fuck? I think Heavenly looks good. Besides, I would have wanted a different hairstyle, and I don't like the gloves. She looks stuffed in it. Y'all think she looks stuffed in it? I mean, she probably is stuffed in it. Everybody stuffed in their dresses. Oh. Oh, Brandy. Brandy looks pretty. Brandy looks pretty. But Brandy looked like she lost some weight. Always getting stuffy in this room. I like Brandy's dress. I don't, again, with the gloves and whatever is hanging. What is that hanging? Is that hanging from the gloves or is that hanging from the dress? I don't know what's going on. I think the dress and the petal, the red petal and the shape of the dress, I think it's pretty. But I don't like the glove situation. I think her hair is pretty. Uh they could have put one more bundle in there though. They could have put one more bundle in. But I feel like it's the weight loss that's kind of jarring for me. And listen, everybody doing Ozempic, and I'm not about to keep making y'all feel bad about y'all decisions. I just hope that y'all don't end up looking like some people who look like they can't stop losing weight, and so then they look sickly, because that's not a good look either. That's not a good look either. You know what? I have a humidifier. I'm gonna bring it up here because it's downstairs. That's probably what it. But every time I'm in this room, oh, best dressed, best dressed. Okay, 504 down. Okay, 504 down. Best dress. New Orleans down. Best dress. Best dress. Period. Period. Number 2 behind Jackie. Number 2 behind Jackie. Cause Jackie shit was just unexpected. I just, there's an effortlessness to it that it's just given. But I'm gonna give Angel a number 2 behind Jackie. So right now, but Angel did amazing. Like, girl, this is a mess. Okay, let's go through it right quick, and we'll give my final scores and we'll move on. Okay, final scores. I'm gonna give Jackie top spot. Number 1. First best dress. Angel. Second best dress. Ooh, Oh, all y'all up here like this makes it hard to see who's the third. You know what? If it wasn't for Quad's wig, I would say Quad. Quad is third. Toya. Toya is fourth. I'm going to then go to Brandy for fifth. Ooh, girl. Then I'll go to Heavenly. Then Simone. Then Contessa. And Mimi, I'm going to give worst dress. No. I'm going to give worst dress to Contessa. I'm sorry. But the three worst dress are, as I'm standing up here looking at them right now. Girl, what did I put Heavenly? I can't even keep count because I feel like up here, standing up here, some outfits look better than others. Like actually Mimi's outfit looks better than Heavenly's standing up here. I like the fact that Toya doesn't have all of this extra shit going on. It's just giving body because everybody else has so much going on. That's the only thing. I don't know. Toya at the back of your list? Okay. I mean, I don't begrudge you. I just feel like, this is like a 20s flapper style that I kind of like. I also feel like she has a beautiful body. So in person, this probably is way more stunning than it is in some of these pictures. So I'll wait to see it on camera to see how I really feel, like on the episode. But I think Angel and Jackie are my top two. And everybody is just such a conglomerate of mess. I can't exactly see how to put them because everybody got too much shit on. But I feel like the worst dressed, the four worst dressed to me. Now that I'm looking at everybody, Mimi, Heavenly, Contessa, and Brandy. Simone is not as bad. Simone is like in the middle of people that look good and people that look bad. Ugh. It's too much, girl. Let's move on. Y'all did y'all best. Y'all did y'all best. What can we do? All right. So I be arguing with you about this, and I'm talking about the internet, about whether Blueface is the pappy or not. I be arguing with y'all about this because at this point I feel like it doesn't matter. I don't care if you are biologically the father. You claimed it. You shot up the club. You did the drugs. You drank the alcohol. You were right there with her, buddy. You were the one she was with. You the one that was taking her checks and allegedly depositing them in you and your mama account or whatever the fuck was going on over there. You the pappy, nigga. As far as I'm concerned. You the pappy. And that's because you took responsibility for that child. And you were an integral part of why her pregnancy went the way it did. Talking about Junior is not my biological son. R.I.P. to his father, Ronnie. I can no longer continue the plot. It doesn't feel right as a present father in all my kids' life to be discredited as a absence father to a child that is not biologically mine. I tried my best to fill in the blanks because his biological father is no longer with us, but I can't continue the plot. It doesn't feel right. Boy, fucking please. Please. Please, nigga. You're an abusive parent. You're an ignorant, abusive parent that I'm sure enjoys having little people to control and fuck with and annoy. Paternity test showing Blueface is the father. Y'all said that the paternity test. Y'all said the paternity test was a lie. That's what y'all said. But I feel like y'all haven't shown me any proof that the baby ain't his.
Junior right here. Weird as a.
I guess that was when Ronnie was chasing her around. trying to say that the baby was his. I don't know why niggas every day they don't want a baby for nobody. They don't want kids. This crazy bitch end up pregnant. Now everybody want to argue over paternity because she was a money making scheme. And I think that's the reason why he posted this shit that he posted, Blueface, because essentially you ain't got the same motion as when you and Krishan were holding us hostage on the fucking internet. Krishan said, I believe you hate him, honestly. Krishan Rock responds after Blueface claims Krishan Jr. isn't his biological son again. I'm not reading all that. Do y'all want me to read? Let me clear something up. No one is denying anyone access out of spite. As a mother, my responsibility is to protect my child. Less than a week ago, my son was publicly disrespected from Blue, and I will never normalize that. You called him, both of us, dumb on Playboy, Plaque Boy, Max Stream, insinuating our kid is dumb. Then later, after that, you made a statement about his hair. Recently I was invited to multiple events and I respectfully declined his invitation. Since then, there have been attempts to provoke a response, including public statements that are simply not true. Somebody wrote this for her. I'm not interested in going back and forth online. My focus is raising my son in peace, love, and protection. That will always come first. Girl, I don't believe you said all of this. I don't believe you wrote all of this. Yeah, I don't like Blueface. I don't like Krishan either. And I think none of them should have custody of children. I don't think any of them should have custody of children. I don't think Blueface should have custody of his children with Jaden either, because he online asking a baby if they gay and all of this, like repeatedly questioning that child about its sexuality. It creeps me the fuck out. And I wish y'all would stop doing that to these children and leave them alone and stop with the weird shit, because I feel you're asking him because of your own thoughts, because of your own proclivities, because you might like dick. A lot of y'all questionably like dick, and because you don't want to admit it to yourselves, it just comes out in all of these little weird fucking ways, like badgering your son over and over again on the fucking internet about his sexuality, like there aren't a whole bunch of creeps out here looking for children to assault. And y'all put y'all children on blast all the time, and they actually are candidates because they're at risk with y'all as parents, regardless to whether y'all have money or not. With Jaden and fucking Blueface and Krishan and them as parents, the other girl, with y'all as parents, those children are at risk. It makes it easier for predators to come in and offer them some semblance of normalcy and take advantage of them. Y'all annoy me. Always using them fucking kids for clout. Weird ass hoes. Speaking of the shit that can happen to children, trigger warning, y'all. We're about to talk about SA. Whoa. Trigger warning. Now, while Terrence Howard works on my fucking nerves, this was heartbreaking, but it tracks.
What was the first time you had a sexual encounter with a girl?
Oh, I was 4. That was different. I was 4. It was the older girls that were watching me. They were like 6 and 7, and so that changed.
Did you say 4 years old?
4 years old.
With 6 and 7-year-old girls?
Yeah. And we did that every day until I was like 13. I had more sex then than I've had in my adult life when you're not supervised. We played hide and go get. Pants up, pants down. That was my experience. And I'm like, I look at my sons, 9 and 10 now, and I can't imagine them getting involved in that. But I lost my innocence.
How long did that last?
Up until we were like 13. But all the kids in the neighborhood was doing that. This is in Cleveland. Well, my dad had just gotten out of prison, and he's at work all the time. And then my mother's in school. It felt like it was wrong, but I didn't know.
Mom never
that it was wrong. No, I wish they did. I wish they did. I wish I had never done that. I would probably have been a completely different person, but it gave me an askewed view of interaction. I kept thinking that everybody was promiscuous like that. So by the time I get 16, 17, I've done enough to where now the spiritual side of me is starting to show up. But then I slipped back into it at 25. For 25 to 30-something, was still trying to be a Jehovah's Witness, but still having this urge taking place and the bad things I'd learned from my uncles and all of that influencing me. And it takes you a long time to try and get back to who and what you really, really are. But yeah, that really messed me up.
No one's ever told me they had more sex between 4 to 13 than you're saying any other.
Than I've had in my entire adult life.
Stop.
Because there's no orgasm until you're about 12, 13.
When you're saying sex, you're saying intercourse.
Yeah, we had intercourse. I was having intercourse at 4. So now I'm super protective of my children, of other people's children. My kids are never alone. They are never alone without at least 2 people watching them, just because I don't want what happened to me to ever happen to them.
What a perspective. What was the first time you had a sexual encounter with a girl?
Oh, I was 4. That was different. I was 4. It was the older girls that were watching me. They were like 6 and 7, and so that changed.
Did you say 4 years old?
4 years old.
With 6 and 7-year-old girls?
Yeah. And we did that every day until I was like 13. I had more sex then than I've had in my adult life when you're not supervised. We played hide and go get, pants up, pants down. That was my experience, and I'm like,
It honestly is very heartbreaking. As one of the kids that played hide and go get, we were not having sex. Like, I'm just saying, like, I think when I was like in, ages, say what? Okay. 6, 7, 8, or maybe 7, 8, 9. I can't remember. But you hunch. You rub up against people. That happened. But not sex. Not naked. Not that type of stuff. I had a limit to what I would do. Like, no. And it wasn't for, people not trying. And also, this was like with kids my own age. So it wasn't, well, no, I think maybe the first times it was somebody older than me. But we were kids, and I just didn't view it, you know what I'm saying? Like in that way. But what he's talking about is sex. And I do believe that people do these things to children, and then children are trying to work out these things on people they feel safe with, which is other children. And it does happen when people are not watching their children, not paying attention. And also, like, not informing them of what things are, because you think if you don't tell them what the shit is, then they won't do it. And that's not how it works. The more information you give kids, the less likely they are to do some of these things. I feel like I'm definitely one of the people that understood what sex was at a very early age. So that's why that wasn't my, like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, get the fuck away from me. Like, yeah. And you have to tell people that too. You have to tell kids and little boys and shit like that, no, don't touch me, move, all that type of shit. And sometimes you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it was like kids that I went to church with and all of that type of shit. You like them. You got crushes on them. That's your little boyfriend, your little girlfriend, whatever. But and older cousins and shit like that, yeah. For me, it was like mostly people outside of my family. Cause like I wasn't like we weren't playing like that. But still, like, I think it's more so exploration a lot of the times. But what this sounds like is somebody was assaulted, and they then act out the assaulting on younger kids in order to try to get control of the situation. And that is because you don't talk to kids. That is because you don't help them work through things. You don't talk to them about sex. You don't, ask questions about what they think about things. You don't engage in conversations when you ask them about what they think and how they feel. I've noticed that. Like, a lot of parents don't ask questions to their kids. They don't inquire on how they feel. And you should. You should, so that you can understand where their head is, so that they can feel safe to tell you about things. And you can't have this overreaction. That's another thing. Parents so often handle everything like every bad thing you do is going to get abuse, right? The response will be physical abuse. But me, that's how it felt. So there are certain things that I would not say. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't feel like going through all of that. It's just easier not to say anything than to talk to you about something I might be confused about. It's just easier not to say anything. And that's because a lot of times parents don't know how to control their emotions. You feel uncomfortable or you feel angry about your kid, like having experiences that you feel like they shouldn't be having. And so you shame them for it instead of having the patience to talk to them through it so that they can understand what's going on. Instead, it's this shame, guilt, anger thing. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to your kids, man. It doesn't work. This is so sad. But you gotta pay attention to your children. And I feel like, he's older. People were living in a different time back then, But I also feel like even now, I still feel like there are a lot of times parents think that no response is the best response. And I think there is an in-between. I feel like it doesn't have to be either, I'm gonna kill somebody about it or I'm saying nothing at all. There needs to be an in-between. You need to be able to talk to these children and keep your cool, keep your calm so that they'll talk to you, so that you can help them. And when I say that, child, that's the segue to this here. Girl. Yeah. Girl. Hold up, where's the video? Where's the video? I thought that one was gonna be the video. Girl. Girl.
It's like some bruising on the arm.
No. Oh my God. No. Y'all, Egypt has allowed for that alleged crackhead husband of hers to make her believe she was being trained to fight somebody. Y'all, let me take you down a path. Now, at first, y'all, I was down for this shit because Egypt wanted to fight Krishan. That's two people that's new to this. Not true. New, right? She made this video right here, and I was very worried. I was very worried about her when I saw this video right here because this looked like I'm addicted to drugs. That's what this looked like. I don't want that to be the story, but hey, again, we all have our vices, okay? Some of our vices are worse than others. That's why you have to pick smart when you pick a vice. You have to pick smart. You can't pick something that's going to have you out here looking confusing in the face.
What's up with it, y'all? I'm here making this video because...
And what is, girl? What is with the stiff? What is with the stiff roller wrap? What is with the stiff? What is... Why is it in this day and time? In this day and time, y'all. In 2026. When the world has gone natural, when we've done all we can do, and we've resigned to natural styles that we can maintain, okay? She used to have a fade. Maybe she needs to go back to it. Her ends look crispy. It's stiff. It's uneven. Look at the ends, y'all. The ends are split. They're split.
I heard that Christian...
Also, why are the shorts open like this? Why are the shorts open like this? I see that you have Amari. I know you had children for this crazy man. So that little protruding in the stomach area is from your babies and stuff. But why are the jeans unbuttoned so that we can see the protrusion of it? That's not a word. The protrusion of it.
Sean Rock is fighting for X Rumble and is looking for an opponent, and said that Jesus would give her a worthy opponent when it's time. Well, I'm also a child of God, and I believe that I am that opponent that's more than worthy enough to step in the ring with you. Being that we're both from the background of reality TV and you're very well known in the hip hop industry, it just so.
Who told you that you should get online with your hair like this? Not with her hair like this. Yeah, I said her stomach. I said it. That's when you have babies, and that's when you have babies, and you know. No, it is abs. The protrusion is because she had babies, and that the umbilical cord is connected to your belly button and all of that. So, women's bodies, it's a protrusion, but it's probably like a tissue, scar tissue or some shit like that. We not about to judge that. That's not the point. The point is, why are the jeans unbuttoned in order to show us this? Why are the ends stiff? Why do you look like you just put, pink lotion in your hair? Girl, who recorded this video? They don't love you, girl. They don't love you.
It happens to be that I am the princess of hip hop. I have yet to make my debut because people have been ducking the fade with me, but you are a known baddie, right? So I feel like that shouldn't be.
Why is her mouth crooked? I was thinking of hernia too. Why is her mouth crooked? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm actually asking, like, did something happen? Because when people have things like that happen, it's usually because they've had a stroke of some sort, right? Or maybe it's a tooth issue. I don't know, but her mouth is crooked, and I don't know what that's about.
A problem with you. I say you step in the ring and we
all that licking in the back. Listen, if you don't have a bar at your house, just say that.
display what we got. Being that this is boxing, it takes a lot of determination.
Yes, the muscle separation causes protrusion. Yes, we are not judging women's bodies for having babies, okay? We are judging you for having babies with that weird looking nigga.
Discipline, heart, and high IQ. So I say let's see who's the better fit to win that vacated X Rumble championship belt and see what we got. I feel you, and I feel like we would be a great matchup. So you just let me know, and I'll be waiting to hear back from you. Let's get it. Trevor out. What's up with it, y'all? I'm here.
She's still calling herself Trepper, right?
Well, sometimes.
Okay, so there are times when she doesn't look crazy, but her ends are terrible. Look at the ends, y'all. This is what I be talking about. Black women, cut it off. Cut it off. The hair will grow back, girl. Cut the hair off. But this is how I knew that she wasn't ready to fight this lady. I don't know why she's on the card to fight an Olympic fighter. Like, I don't know why you're an amateur boxer and you want to fight an Olympic fighter. Why do you want to do this to yourself? It started off stupid. First of all, I knew that look at her. This is not, first of all, yeah, that's not, even though she looks good and all of that, muscle and all of that, that can also be from being naturally thin, first of all. I think she has because even before she had her kids, it was a naturally thin, muscular build. And y'all know there's a thing called looks maxing. You can do certain drugs and make yourself, have a lot of muscle tone and all of that type of shit. That's what they say. But I'm going to just tell y'all, based on what I see from her right here, she's not steady enough in her body. And when she was doing those jump squats, she was tired too soon. The type of breath that you have to have in order to be a boxer, like, she's too tired. She's too tired. And listen, I'm not saying she can't beat my ass. I'm just saying she wasn't going to beat that girl ass. Somebody said all that to get KO'd. Because that's not how it works, y'all. That's not how it works. You can be physically fit. It doesn't mean that you're going to be able to be fast enough to... Look at her. Look at her feet work. Like, she's just not that... She's not that structured in her body. Boxers have to be very structured in their body, okay? So she was talking all of that yin yang, looking for my boyfriend. Here he is. Now what's up? Yeah, we about to dig in that ass. Now you want to be shy. Huh? Right, Shane?
You got one on.
Not them playing her mama music. Oh, baby, baby. Listen, I be wanting to get into fighting. I just don't want nobody hitting me in my fucking face. And I feel like that's what there are pistols for, right? Like it kind of gives, I don't have to learn how to fight. I can just pull out a pistol. Like I'm from the South. Those are my life lessons. What about yours? Okay. They shoot up the party that shoots up hard. Okay, and then that takes me here. Okay. So wait, no, not here. Tretch was upset, and I want Tretch to shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I said it, Tretch. Shut the fuck up, Tretch. And the reason why I'm saying shut the fuck up, Tretch, is because we wanted Tretch to say something when they were on Growing Up Hip Hop, and you could tell the relationship was toxic. You could tell that that nigga had some type of control over that lady mind. And we was like, y'all got to say something about this. But y'all act like the crackhead parents that was all crackhead and in love back in their day. So you're not going to stop your daughter from making the same mistake. I don't know what y'all might have been on, but it feel like y'all was on something back then. At the height of y'all naughty by nature, salt and pepper success, bitch. What? I put nothing past anyone. So this is what Tretch posted. To my darling daughter, Egypt, part 1. When you marry a clout chasing clown like this that brainwashes you to take care of him and have him to train you and set you up, what did you expect? I love you. As far as him and the team around you, y'all put my daughter in harm's way. That bitch karma comes back quick. Karma is spelled with a K. You reap what you sow. So, you reap what you sow. Yeah, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready, and you could tell by the video that she wasn't ready. So when she got knocked the fuck out like she did, damn. Damn. It's so sad. I don't want to play it again. It's sad. But yeah, y'all, I just kind of feel like Tretch should have said something back in the day. He should have said something before she got married, before she had the 2 children. Back when I feel like he had more power in the situation. But they just went along with everything that she wanted to do with this man, almost as if they just, we knew that we was fucking up with you when you was a kid. So now since we don't feel like we can tell you not to do this, we're just gonna let you do it. Cause we was fucking up, right? We was artists. We was, having a party lifestyle. We wasn't paying attention to our kids like that. And now you in a similar situation. And instead of telling you, no, don't do it, we just gonna support you and, just whisper about shit every now and again. So Sam said, do your homework. It's public. I'm not your manager. I'm not a fighter. I don't do this, y'all. I don't do this. Y'all right. I'm nothing. And if she won, y'all would have still said that. That is true. We would have still said that. Because you tried to fight and you wasn't good at it, Sam. You weren't good at it, sir. All my fault because she lost, but all your praise if she won. No, you wouldn't have got the praise if she won. She would have got the praise if she had won, because it would have been predicated on her being smart enough not to be put in no dumbass situation that she wasn't really, ready for. That girl looked like she wound it up on her like she was Elmer Fudd or some shit. And then she got all this time to be walking around the fuck. Like, that girl knew she beat your ass. You on the floor, she in a car on her way home. Like, what? Yes, that is her husband, y'all. Sam is her husband. And I just kind of feel like, it's been an abusive, toxic, controlling, fucked up situation since it was on that reality show that we saw them on. Speaking of boxers, the Did y'all see this? Clarissa is always doing something, but today I was on Clarissa's side. I don't even know who they talking about, and I'm tired. Like, I don't know why an elderly man who likes to fuck 19-year-old girls wants to have conversations about what women can do. Okay? But Shannon Sharp is a misogynist weirdo, right? And fucking on young 19-year-old white girls and doing slave play is, you know, a key characteristic of how weird this nigga is, and why we shouldn't listen to anything he says. Because for a man to do such things, right? For a older black man, an elder black man to be fucking on a white 19-year-old girl during slave play, right? Something is wrong with him. He doesn't have a good relationship with what he views women as. He sees them as beneath him. That's why you want a young woman, right? So you don't have to prove to yourself that you're actually better than a woman your own age. So you was up here running your mouth, talking shit. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I seen Clarissa fight in one fucking fight, bruh. I would never, ever say that that lady would just get her ass whipped because somebody got testosterone. I would never say that. That sounds preposterous.
So you saying that if it's money and belts on the line and I got me a 2 or 3 month camp, you telling me that Rolly gonna knock me out up in what round?
Rolly gonna beat you. Yes, Rolly would stop you. Yes, Rolly would stop you. Yes, I believe Rolly would stop you.
You are nuts. But I love that for you, because when you don't know boxing, you just don't know boxing that well. And you don't know me that well. But I will say this, I've never went inside the ring with anybody and been just...
So can I ask you a question, Clarissa?
You go my chin, hit me right in the... Come on now. Did you not see the defense and the offense in my last fight?
Can I ask you a question, Clarissa?
What I saw is that if that bitch actually land them hard ass hooks that she be throwing with her entire body, all she got to do is get you. I don't know if she quick enough, but if she fight a dude and the dude not as fast as her, all it's going to take is for her to boom and knock motherfucker out, all they win out their body.
Can you answer the
Yes.
question?
And I don't really know a lot about boxing. I like watching it, but I was watching that girl fight. Ain't nobody just beating her ass.
Did you not see the offense and defense?
That was against Franchon.
No, they talking about a man.
A 3-division champ.
Listen, guys that really know how to box, I would tell you that they can do what they can do, that they better boxers or skilled or powerful or whatever than me. Rolly is not.
Clarissa, even if he walk around at 180, and he walks around, let's just say for the sake of argument, if he's making weight at 147, I'm saying he's probably walking around at 160, 165. I'm going to be generous and say he's stripping between 15 and 20 pounds off.
Somebody in the comments said Rolly can't fight.
55, 165, his body still produces more testosterone as yours.
Nobody ever said I was stronger than Rolly. I never said that. You said that. I am telling you off of pure boxing. Look, Deontay Wilder.
She said, I ain't never walked in somebody just like, she basically saying he might win, but he ain't gonna beat my ass. He was like, I think somebody gonna stop you. And it's like, stop me from doing what? Because even after this nigga beat my ass, I'm gonna fight somebody else. Hold up, let me find this Rolly nigga. Bop.
What I will say is, with my boxing pedigree, with my height, my jab, my skills, I can beat Rolly in a boxing match. Yeah. And that's just what it is.
Oh, you think you can beat Rolly actually in a fight?
A boxing match, absolutely. You were talking about sparring, sure. But even under the rules of, you want to say 2 minutes, 12 rounds, 2 minutes, 10 rounds, whatever you want to call it. Bruh, I had better boxing skills than Rolly.
What size gloves?
What size gloves? Do you not see this face? I don't even get hit. Does it matter?
Hold up, let me see. I thought they was gonna show us the Rolly nigga. Okay, hold up. Is this Rolly? He sound like he put some work in. Oh, sorry, that's him, y'all. Rolly Romero. Oh, sorry. I instantly thought about I don't know if y'all ever seen Ace Ventura 2 when Tommy Davidson jumps out of that backpack and start doing all of that. Like, that's what that nigga sound like.
Why do you make that noise? What the hell is that?
It's sound effects. You
All
know?
right, go.
You gotta make sound effects
Yep,
in the
yep.
fight.
All right.
That's how you know you punch hard. Shit. When you make sound effects.
Okay.
You ever seen Bruce Lee?
Huh?
You ever seen Bruce Lee?
The Chinese dude?
Yeah.
Man, punch him in the face, the Chinese dude. He hit hard, but he lacking in technique. Like, what? Okay. Come look at the punches. Also, like, even when he was punching the bag, like, I've seen when niggas really know how to fight, how they connect when they punch on a bag. He throwing a lot of punches and shit like that, but he a little wild. That's why I'm saying, like, it's tight. Like, even the way he punching in some of these fights, it low-key look like a street fight. I'm crying at these people. What y'all think? Y'all think I'm tripping? Like I said, I don't know a lot about boxing, but I've watched enough of it. Like, my dad was a huge boxing fan, so I used to watch it a lot. And he just seemed like, yeah, he punched hard, but I feel like I can see like a lack of connect on some of them punches.
Rolly was given tank fits. And I told Rolly to his face.
He lacks body control.
If they didn't stop.
He fights sloppily. Okay, so people saying it like I said, okay.
Clinching,
his footwork. That's what I'm saying. That's another thing. Like, he wide. Like, I don't normally see fighters being set so wide when they throw punches, because that's usually them leaving themselves open when they set they stand so far apart like that. And the way he just, like, it looked like street fighting. It don't look like, you know what I'm saying? Like how real boxers be like, body down, like squashed in, like they protecting their insides. This nigga just,
He was fighting Tank the way he fought Ryan. He wasn't punching. He was just like this, fainting. And you're kind of worried about his explosiveness and his power. And I'm telling you, there are two Rollies. There's the Rolly, that Rolly that you see all the time. And he's not looking at you and shit. And I love that guy. He's like my best friend. But there's that Rolly that's like, with the frown and his lips out, and it's like, why he look like that? He just looked mean as hell, and then he's like thinking and shit. It's like, hold on. I got Debo.
Okay. What y'all think? I don't know. I don't think he is a good enough fighter for you to be swearing he gonna beat this guy.
Like I said, that jab, it just opened up the chance for him to land that big hook that he likes to throw.
Walter's asking, no ring announcer in the ring. No, because I am doing the stream as well with Memphis.
You know what it looked like? It looked like when most of the niggas don't know how to really fight right. So he looked like he doing great. Because if it's a bunch of, street niggas fighting, but I don't feel like y'all look like what like classic boxers look like in their stance or even in like their physical strategy.
I'm announcing and doing the play-by-play at the same time. So we're trying to work that out. And for the co-main and main event, I will
like that shit, like that. That's street fighting.
Trying
shit.
to do two things at once here and make life easier for people here and the staff. Shouts out to Mayweather Promotions. Again, anytime they put on a fight, a magnitude, whatever, 5 fights, 10 fights, and a left hook by Rolly. I'll get to that in a minute. And a left hook in Zhao is out. Is out. in South hook in a minute. I'll get to that. 10 fights on the left hook by Rolly. I'll get to that in a minute. 10 fights on the left hook by Rolly.
Another thing is, he caught that man up when the what you call him was moving behind him.
10 fights on the left hook by Rolly. 10 fights on the left hook by Rolly.
Like, you ain't catch him because you was really that good. You caught him because he was tripping over his feet, running into the goddamn what they call him, y'all? No, the man that be in there with him. The referee, the ref. Yeah. He was tripping over the ref. He was tripping over his feet, but then the ref is right there. So he couldn't really move anywhere. To me, I feel like you knocking somebody out at a time when they all fucked up like that ain't as hard as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga still punching hard. Please don't get me wrong, y'all, but it's a wild ass
This fight is over. Co-main and main event, I will be getting in the ring.
Like, all of this time,
trying to do two things
when
at
Son
once
had
here
space,
and, make life easier for people here and the staff. Shouts out to Mayweather Promotion. And I'll by Rolly in the fight, a magnitude, whatever, 5 fights, 10 fights on the left hook by Rolly. I'll get to that in a minute.
like, homeboy being right there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he win because they suck. That's basically what I think. But yeah, no, that's why Clarissa said what she said. I'm kind of on her side. Beat his ass, Clarissa. Beat his ass. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Y'all ready? We at the end. It's cool. We here now. All right, y'all. So as y'all have seen on my page, I have been reposting all of the times in the past year since these two people decided they wanted to get married that I told y'all this was a terrible decision. Okay? And it's a sad situation, but it's always been sad. And the saddest thing is that because a man has wealth and money and fame, he can bypass a court system that otherwise would have, put his ass in jail by now if he wasn't who he is. And every time a woman tells y'all a story or a man tells y'all a story about Dwight, the shit come up and it go away and nothing actually happens. And Dwight is still able to use his money and his fame as a basketball player to wreak havoc on other people's lives. I think he's a malignant narcissist. I think he's a very dangerous individual. And I don't know why anybody would want to be in a relationship with him, which takes me to Amy. I'm so at a loss for why this is what she wanted to do. There are so many other niggas that you could have got into relationships for clout. For faux Christianity, for dick, for money, whatever the reasons were. There are other niggas that did not have a track record of being so abusive to everybody. He has abused people financially. He's allegedly abused people physically and sexually based on what men and women have said about him. And you would then still want to go and get into a relationship with this man, even knowing all of that? See, that should give you pause, women. This is why men treat you like shit. This is why that man would turn around, file for divorce from you, and then make you look like the crazy bitch and embarrass you while making you feel like you don't need to accept nothing from him so you could prove that you don't need anything. So you can prove you're not with him for money. You need to be with his fucking ass for money, because what other reason would there be? This is fucking ridiculous. But it's so many women all the time, every day. I know some in my real life that a man will be straight up disrespectful to them, straight up fucked up, talk to them weird, do all kind of weird ass negging shit, and you still want to be with him. Why? Because having a man make you feel like you better than somebody and make you feel like you finally accomplished something? I wish y'all would value self-esteem and being able to be happy alone the way y'all value getting some funky, dirty foot ass nigga to put you through some bullshit just so you could say you have a man. And in a villain origin story or whatever the fuck. Because this is just weird. This was her in the car. Girl, I'm not even. Let me find it on TikTok, bitch, because I can't. I need to be able to fast forward and shit. In the car. Gonna cry in the car. She gonna cry in the car.
But I'm fucking losing my...
Oh my God, where's the whole thing?
I try to
Where's the whole thing?
everybody
I don't want to have to go on my Twitter. I don't want to have to go on my Twitter, y'all. My Twitter is not a safe space. My Twitter is not a safe space, y'all. Not naked people on there. I don't want to go on there. And okay, we're gonna go to that one on Instagram and then we're gonna come back here. Okay.
To know me, you know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way. But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self.
Why? I stood in it. Why do you want to be a martyr? Why do you bitches want to pat on the back for getting with an ain't shit ass nigga, and when he ain't shit, now you want to be crying in a car?
Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody.
And why does that matter that much? And that's what I'm talking about. That's why, y'all. That's exactly why. So you mean to tell me because he was your husband, you was willing to lie and be quiet about child abuse? That's what the fuck I be talking about. That's too thirsty for dick for me.
Around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with the kids, I have to be witnesses to. I'm in the police at the house. They asking me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I've never been married before. I am in love with my husband. I don't want him to.
How are you in love with somebody like this? You need to question who you are as a woman, who you are as a person when you are in love with someone who is like that. And I'm sure he trauma bonded and manipulated and love bombed and did all of the malignant narcissistic shit he could do to get you emotionally enmeshed before you knew what the fuck was good. That's why you don't rush into marriages and relationships with people, because you don't know them. And it's just like, I don't understand. It really frustrates me because it's not just Amy. Like, fuck Amy. Women do this every day, all over the place. I feel like usually on the internet is where people got the most sense when it comes to shit like this. Because in real life, these hoes willing to go down over stupid ass niggas that's not willing to do the same for them. Diabolical.
To get in trouble, so of course I'll be his alibi, but this is going way too far. And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months.
That's it?
I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this person is doing. I just cannot do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors. When I say I love my husband, I don't want to leave my husband. But the positions that...
What does love mean? Girl, what does love mean? What do you mean you love him? You know why? Because she still got to prove something to the people out there that say she's only with him for money. Yo, I don't know why people say shit like that. I don't know why y'all say stuff like that all the time, as if that means something. Oh, she only with him for money. Oh, okay. Well, you know that that's not true. You know that that's not true. He may not be attractive to any of us anymore, but in real life, if nobody knew about him, Dwight Howard is what? 6'7"? Big, tall black man in good shape, good mouth, good teeth, money. If you don't know nothing about him, that's a fine ass nigga to come into contact with and be love bombed by. But since everybody has been screaming to the top of their fucking lungs about Dwight Howard for at least a decade, I can't give too much of a fucks about all of this sniffling and crying and snotting and Annalise Keaton and shit you doing in this car.
The positions he keeps putting me in, and it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is trauma. This is everything.
Chaotic said she homeless because he made her sell her home. How you let a nigga make you sign paperwork?
He been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids.
Yes, they do look just alike. Yes, they do look just alike.
And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him. His son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help. And ain't nobody wanna fucking listen because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him.
The jokes write themselves. The way she pulled it out is literally giving, I want some right now, but I shouldn't sniff this shit on camera. She pulled that shit out and her nostrils fled. You know what I'm saying? She went in, got the little vial. This shit.
He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it.
And why would you pull the drugs out on camera? Why would you pull the drugs out on camera? I don't know what to believe about the psyche of a woman that will pull illegal drugs out on camera. What were you thinking about, Amy? You are in possession, and it's given enough to put intent on top of it. This is insane.
I was going to run out the door. I was going to leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not.
Oh, you a funky foot lying ass bitch. Now that I was thinking about it, I want to know who the fuck told you to stay with Dwight Howard. Who? Point him out. I want a name. I want to know who gave you that terrible advice. Because before you married him, everybody said, no, girl, run the opposite direction. That's not what you want. The boy is just out here assaulting everybody. Boys, girls, maybe even children, women, forcing his dick on people. Royce said he forced his dick on her. All kind of shit. And then he big as shit. Like, you want to be with a big old nigga that like to assault people? Girl, that's insane. You know, the type of, like, you know, I'm sorry to say it like this, but you know how you get, like, a nigga like this will rape you in the middle of having sex. A nigga like this, when y'all in the middle of having consensual sex, say you hurting, or he doing too much, or he pushing down too hard, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas like to choke y'all and all of that, and you try to tell him to stop, but he don't. Now, he don't really hurt you, but there's a moment where you are completely in fear of the fact that he is physically overpowering you in this very intimate moment, and he knows it, and it turns him on. The fact that you're scared and that he physically can overpower you. Men that act like they would never ever assault a woman will do shit like that. And women will be the girlfriends and the wives and act like it didn't happen. When the truth of the matter is, that's the reason why they always talking about how strong they are in comparison to us. A lot of them hyperfixating on being stronger than us is because of moments like that. Moments where you're on top of us in an intimate moment and you now have the strength over our bodies and what that feels like for you and how you're turned on by that feeling. And that's sick. And you should really get help with that. But that's a lot of the times what the fuck be going on in these relationships. But women don't talk about it. They don't. Because you want to protect the men who are doing it to you because you love them. You don't want to call a thing because then that would mean admitting who they are and what it is that they're doing. And sometimes people don't be ready to do that. But it's a telltale sign that a nigga ain't shit, for sure. All of that liking, porn that look a little fucked up and all of that. And to me, like, that's why I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with no nigga. You done already heard stories about he like to hold people down, bitch. That's not, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But you did anyway. And y'all, you can't tell me that something like that has not happened, like, in the context of this type of relationship. Because Royce said that's exactly the type of shit that he would do to her.
This year, we got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why they like for women to be skinny. That's why they want you to be skinny. That's why I hate this Ozempic shit so bad. Because the frailty becomes like the aesthetic. And you being frail means they can just throw your ass around. And we ain't going into a time frame where y'all can be out here, weak in the limbs and shit. Like, bitch, you need to be able to hold food, bitch. You need to be able to stand and plant your feet and all of that, bitch. You supposed to be bottom heavy. Okay? Y'all women are supposed to be stronger on the bottom than the top, and men are supposed to be stronger on the top than the bottom. Usually. Not all the time, but usually. That's the only reason our body types are the way they are, is because we supposed to be able to carry babies in our bellies, which means we need like stronger butt and legs. And a lot of times our ass and leg muscles are stronger than men's upper body. That's the reason why Clarissa said that there's a possibility that she could possibly win that fight, because she punches from her legs. When Clarissa fights, she punches from her legs. That's why her punches are so hard. That's why she keep that hook popping. Okay? And also, y'all, just to have this in mind, I know everybody always wants to believe that women are just naturally weaker than men, but I really do believe that it is because we are groomed to be weaker. If you as a girl were groomed in society to take your own security, like as your own personal responsibility, you would probably be in like kickboxing and all of that type of shit in high school more often, right? Girls would be in like physical fighting type classes more often as young women if their physical safety was actually being fed to them as their own responsibility and not a man's. So because we tell girls that men are supposed to protect you, you're not supposed to protect yourself, there is an environment. And then you add the fact that y'all tell women that are, who are muscular or physically strong, and sometimes muscle means just being a little bit bigger, right? Not being skinny. Y'all don't like that. That's masculine. That's manly and all of that shit. So you want women to be small and frail. And really what that equals down to is you being easier to beat. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's innately what it is, that every time a man and a woman get into it, a man is going to overpower a woman. I don't think that's what that really means. I think when we're groomed a certain way, we're not going to fight. We're not going to learn to fight. It's not going to be on our minds to fight like that. Or at least not to be able to fight men. Some girls didn't have a choice. They got some girls that grew up in families that had to learn how to fight niggas. And they do fight niggas. And some of them beat niggas' asses. So that's why I don't understand why everybody acting like it's so preposterous that a woman would be beating a man's ass talking about testosterone. Nigga, what are you talking about? But most women are not groomed. Most women are not bred to fight and to be able to defend themselves against boys and men. I wish they were. I wish we were being like, it was kind of involved in our upbringing as girls and women to learn how to fight, because a nigga is going to try to rape you one day and you need to be able to beat his ass. Like that, you talk about teaching young girls life lessons they need to know. You need to know how to kick a nigga in the dick because at some point he's going to try to force dick on you. The life we live.
My stepson lying, and thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did.
I don't want to go out how everybody else did this nigga. That is the #1 line told to women and girls when you want to emotionally enmesh them in an abusive relationship. Tell them that somebody wronged you. How many times I got to tell y'all about what's love got to do with it being a key movie for everybody to watch when they growing up, okay? Oh, so you gonna leave me like all them other suckers I done made famous. There was a story attached to that. That was a trauma bonding moment. Yeah, all the people I done had, they go on and get big after me. They just leave me. But don't worry about that because all that's fixing to change. Yeah, all that's about to change. And next thing you know, you getting bitch slapped over a sofa because you said he has his own unique style. So whenever you in a relationship with somebody and they trying to let you know how other people have wronged them and they're so scared because this person has hurt them and that person has hurt them, please let that go in one ear and out the other. Them healing from that is not your responsibility. Don't take special interest in trying to prove that you're not that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's what you want to do. Don't do that. Because it's a control mechanism. It's meant to be a control mechanism. Okay? Last story. Okay. It's my last story. I didn't. Okay. Listen, I'm getting through it.
Until you do right by me. It's always been about the kids, bitch. It's always been about the kids. Now you want to speak? I'm still blocked up, so I can't see what the fuck you're saying. But now you want to speak because he brought you into it? Girl! It's everybody else's fault? Wow! So you just don't think any of us fell for the antics either, right? None of us fell for the narcissism. Are you fucking crazy, Amy? Amber? What is it? Like, are you serious right now? You called me crazy, right? You said I was jealous. You said I wanted him when it's always been about the damn kids. And now you want to sit here and cry and sit here.
Y'all said she wanted him because she went and lived with him during the pandemic when everybody thought the world was going to end? Come on, y'all. Let's be a little bit more empathetic than that.
Be like, it's because of what everybody else did to him. No! It's because of what he does to people. Shit! I was just fucking first. I was collateral damage. Let's call Royce crazy. And people will believe it because I'm baby Jesus. Girl, shut up.
Yeah, of course, Royce has been, girl, there was a whole story about Royce's son inappropriately touching Royce's boyfriend's son. And that was a whole situation. And this is how we learn that something happened to Royce's son in Dwight's care. They've had to go to therapy and heal from that. Okay? Royce said, "Who's laughing? This is sad as fuck. These kids never should have been in his custody, and she knew that. Look at the past. She allowed it. She condoned it. She participated in it." And she's telling the truth, y'all. And I don't know why some women in the comments, can't seem to understand this, but when there's a court order and a man is entitled to get his kids, if you don't bring the kids to him, they can arrest you and then take full custody anyway. And so you see how that seems dumber than just letting the kids go over there because that's the court order, and then just try to wait for the right moment to get evidence to prove you don't have to send your children back over there because this man is not safe for my children. I think that's what everybody has been trying to do. Just get the evidence to prove that he's not safe for them kids. So when he came online and told Dwight Thompson that he still, or is it Thomas? Yeah, Dwight Thomas, that he still has custody of his kids, I was pissed off. Because I feel like CPS is fucking up all over the world, girl. CPS is fucking up in all of the states right now. Every time somebody come to the front about these kids, Anneli Chopper, Krishan, like, I don't know what is going on, but there needs to be, you know, since we want to rebuild the world and all of that, I think there needs to be a group of safe women that start doing this CPS shit, doing the job of what CPS is supposed to do, but going in there kicking ass and taking names. Anyway, she allowed it. She condoned it. She participated in it. Crying now because she caught him lying on her is selfish as fuck. If it was about the kids, she should have opened her damn mouth long time ago instead of leaving them for weeks to fend for themselves while you went on trips overseas. Yeah, see, what? So you knowingly left those children in the house by themselves while you and Dwight went on a vacation. Girl, what? Y'all can kiss my ass with that. You shouldn't gloat. Why are you laughing at someone's downfall? You should have been quiet, but you should have been quiet. Bullshit. No one is laughing. This is about children. Y'all sounding like Trumpies with the Epstein files. Tell me, please, when is it the right time to scream, I told you so, when children are in danger? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And I agree with her. I agree with her because she has been saying it. She did so many fucking interviews. I was like, okay, Royce, stop doing interviews. Royce was doing interviews to let y'all know what the fuck was really hood. And this is another video that she posted, right? Amy Luciani posts videos talking to stepson and of Dwight Howard, says she posted them out of fear and for protection.
For lying on me. And I love you still. And it is no beef, David, okay? You don't have to hide from me and run from me. I miss Amber. I'm going to be in this room in the corner. I'm not bothering you. You're innocent in this. But
what do you mean I miss Amber? Does he not know your name?
Never forget, when you lie on people, David, you can get them killed, sent to prison or jail.
The way that nigga just screamed, I kind of got scared. Oh, my dad used to scream like that. Brittany!
You can. Yeah. So you must always tell the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Telling the truth about you lie, how you made them lie.
Y'all, I need y'all to understand, everything is for the internet to some extent. People post shit on the internet so that everybody will know what's going on because sometimes it saves them. Because if I put some shit out showing whatever's going on with me and this person and something happened to me, y'all will know who did it because I'm beefing with this person. A lot of times it's a safety mechanism. Also, other times it's mess.
What are you doing in Layla's room? Framing her?
What do you mean what you doing in Layla's room framing her? Framing her for doing what? What would he have framed the kids for? I know that was a comment about what he did to her.
Literally in her room, framing her.
Framing her for what? Saying
and
she
I'm
did
gonna
what?
Record it all.
What? I'm trying to understand what he was framing the child for. Y'all, she posted this. This was roughly 13 weeks ago. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? I don't know how many of y'all remember me telling y'all that I don't like whenever you see somebody get in a relationship with somebody, they take a picture and the nigga got his arm around the girl neck and I say I don't like that shit. I don't like how that shit look. Because to me, you know, men do shit like that. You know, I want to put my arm around your neck just to see how it would feel for when I need to choke your ass out. But do y'all see this? And this is the thing this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This exact moment where she goes to move his arm and he tightens it around her neck and she realized that she really can't do nothing. So in order for him not to tighten his arm, the best thing for her to do would be just to lay there. That, y'all, is that not the psychology of what I just said about what they'll do during sex? And it's about having power over you. Bruh, that shit is wild. And she posted that shit. My God, on today.
What are you doing in Layla's room? Framing her?
Like, framing her for what? She's a kid. What can she be framed for, my love? Make it make sense for me. Hold up. Let me see. What else? Because I want to go in order. This girl, the last girl, the one before that called me crazy. This girl, the last girl, the one before that called me a liar. This girl, the last girl, the one before that called me bitter. This girl, the last girl, the one before that laughed at my downfall and threw their dreams in my face as mine turned into nightmares. Now I'm expected to be the bigger person. I'm 5'2". Nah, I'm reclaiming my time. I think she's entitled. I think she's entitled.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. What? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And this is exactly why if you're going to be with that man, you just need to go ahead and be with that man. But you don't got to bring his ex down while you doing it. Because you don't know, and the tables will turn.
And this is Dwight, y'all. When I was saying Dwight Thomas is who he said he still had his
OG
kids.
to a rookie, he don't look.
Hold up. Yeah, because Dwight came up here and said that he told Dwight he still had custody of his kids. Royce Reed and Dwight Howard's son responds to recent backlash his father has received following Amy Luciani's drug abuse allegations. I hope you're getting the help you need.
Oh, man. Hey, dang. But my mama crazy. My side of the family crazy. I'm crazy. My sister crazy. My brother crazy. You feel me? But hey, you know what I'm saying? I hope, you know, you getting the help you need. But I told y'all, man. My mama did too, especially. But it gets to a point, you gotta learn to deal with certain things as you get older, bro. But, hey, man, that's something right there I will never do. But you got it, bro. I've been known.
He said, I've been known. Damn. Okay. So y'all, now the son then came and said something. Then he was at the basketball game like this. And this was it don't matter what you hoes say on the internet, this is who I am in real life type of thing. I wish somebody would hit him in the knees. And then Dwight Howard files for divorce from Amy Luciani following her claims of drug abuse, saying that the marriage is irretrievably broken with no children and no hope of reconciliation. Dwight is asking for exclusive use of his Georgia mansion. As we previously reported in a recent Instagram video, Amy claimed that Child Protection Services had taken his daughter. Those TMZ notes this has not been independently verified. Dwight's team has not responded to requests for comment. If you recall, we exclusively reported that Amy filed for divorce on July 1st, 2025. In addition, she also claimed the marriage was irretrievably broken and that there is no chance for reconciliation. However, the time got back to at the time the two got back together. She said, I can admit right now I feel shame. I cringe when I see couples take their issues to the internet, but I was humbled with understanding because now look what I have to do to protect myself.
I'm not mad at you for lying on me. And
she said, I can admit right now. Yeah, I said all of that. Hold up. My husband put himself in a position that resulted in CPS being called to our house 3 times in less than 2 months. But 3 days ago, they were called again and they left with our daughter. I have personally had to call the police on him 3 times in a barely 14 months marriage. Everyone around me told me you made a commitment through sickness or health, and that played with my mind after I filed for divorce at 6 months. I came back because honestly, I tried to listen to the married people around me who said it was too soon to walk away. But now, look what I've gotten myself into. My stepson is only 12 years old. When CPS and police came to take our daughter, my husband needed an alibi to collaborate a lie. I think she meant to corroborate a lie. I told him I want no parts. In return, he coached my stepson to lie. I recorded me talking to my stepson. You can hear him replying to me, telling him, I know daddy made you lie on me to police. You hear him replying, feeling guilty for following daddy's rule. You'll hear me tell my stepson, I still love you, and he replies, I love you too. My stepchildren love me. I could say so much about the pain I've personally endured, but it's about these children. I am deeply heartbroken right now to have to advocate for minors' voices and in return lose a marriage that I was so happy to be in. Why were you so happy to be in such an abusive relationship? That doesn't make any fucking sense. This is out of fear and protection. That's what she said. Hold up. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I found my Prince Charming, and this is so spirit killing to have to pick being kids' voices or staying in a marriage. I never gave a single detail of why I filed. See, she's trying to martyr herself. She's trying to make it seem like she's making some like great sacrifice for these children that aren't even hers, as if that means she's a good person. But the truth of the matter is, you wanted to be in a relationship and you are still talking about this man like he's your Prince Charming. Girl, there ain't no such thing with a nigga like this. This is not Prince Charming. And the fact that you still think like that, the fact that you still say shit like that, it just goes to show that you're a dodo bird. And I feel sorry for people in situations like this because I know the mental gymnastics that you go through, the psychological abuse and how terrible that can be. But at the end of the day, you was with that man while he was abusing them kids. And it wasn't until he was about to lie on you that you all of a sudden want to be crying in a fucking car, pretending like you're not trying to sniff whatever the fuck was in that bag.
I ask because I'm the woman in the room. Are you legally married to my girl, Amy Luciani?
That's not her name, but...
That's not her name. Amy Luciani, her name?
No, that's
like a rap name.
That's a rap
she
name.
Is actually a rapper. She is an artist.
Oh. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no question.
Actually, so that's her rap name. Are you legally married to her?
We are.
Okay, that's what's up. I had to ask because it was reported that you guys were, but it was never no confirmation, anything like that. So I want to know.
Oh yeah, it's always some rumors, but just keep that side of my life private, so everybody ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah,
keep that private and keep it moving.
Well, what's her name since that ain't her name?
Amber.
Amber
okay.
Rose.
Amber.
I gotta ask.
Amber. Although it is true, I am not sure how it got out to the public. Still wrapping my head around a lot. Although I know it won't happen, I hope the public can give us grace and privacy right now. Oh, girl. And then, child, yikes, throw the damn towel. Looks like Royce has been just going, girl, just going. Dwight Howard police calls for service include suicide threat before divorce filing. Dwight Howard and his wife, Amber Howard, have had a chaotic couple of weeks, and it goes well beyond what's played out publicly online because cops have been called to their Georgia home 3 separate times in the past 2 weeks. My God, on today. Girl. And then this was Royce last night on Carlo's show.
He thinks like, oh, okay, he's filing for divorce. I'm sure she's like, because she didn't plan on leaving. Let's just put that out there. This happened early last week. Y'all just hearing about it. Yeah. But
how you know?
Because I'm friends with the mom of the daughter. That's my girl. We do TikToks together. But you wouldn't know it. Yeah. We have been like, when I tell you I have held this woman through tears because she's fighting for her daughter. And this man is out here just lying on her. But it's not even just money, it's his connections.
Yes.
His uncle was a DA in Georgia.
Wow.
There's police body cam footage that you'll never see because they pay people off.
Wow.
That's why she's talking about, police have been at my house this many times. Like, yeah.
And that's the reason why he was
They show everybody.
That's the reason why he would still have access to those kids. Oh my God, y'all, the Jasmine brand is listening to us. They didn't piece this into 5 million 5-second clips.
Somebody else's body cam.
Thank you, Jasmine.
They want to put my mugshot over everything. What we doing with him? Just letting him go. Because of who he is. And not even just who he is, it's who he knows. Money can absolutely buy you a verdict, but your connections can also hide your truth.
How much money was garnished through the lifetime that you've been dealing with this situation, including the money that was taken from your mother's account that you shared with her?
In total, it was close to $10,000. And back then when I had just started really doing the show, like, I didn't have money like that. Basketball Wives wasn't paying like that. It was a pilot.
And you're still paying legal fees to defend these things.
Yes. So people want to laugh when I did that GoFundMe. But I'm like, y'all don't understand. He would rather pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to attorneys than to take care of his children.
This all happened last week. Why do you think Amy decided over the weekend to do this?
Because he turned on her. She said it. She literally said it in her video. When I found out that he was having our 12-year-old son lie on me, that's when I knew. Because he said he's willing to take down everybody else to save himself, and I just can't let him do. That's literally what she said. So it's not about the kids. It's about you. Amy thinks like, oh, okay, he's filing for divorce. I'm sure she's like, because she didn't plan on leaving. Let's just put that out there.
And she said that.
This happened
That's my
early last week.
husband. That's
Y'all
my
just hearing about it.
husband.
Yeah. But
How
the
you
thing
know?
Because I'm friends with the mom of the daughter. That's my girl.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was watching it on live when it was up there, and she pretty much reiterated things that she's already said. I know people want Royce to just shut up, but I kind of feel like, yeah, no, I don't, I'm sorry. I can't abide by that. If this nigga could get like continue to terrorize people, continue to terrorize her, and y'all call that girl a liar and say she was crazy back then, I think she is very well within her right to talk about when things happen that are also affecting her. Like, everybody act like this situation is not like affecting her. It affects her. Like, she has a child with this man, and every single woman that he gets into a relationship with throws some shit in her face. So I don't understand why she can't say, you know, especially when you're like, girl, don't do it. I know you think but don't do it, girl. And they like, you just hating on me with your bitter ass. And it's like, okay, well, now you on the internet crying and looking like you might have a drug problem right alongside him. Because what the fuck do you mean he was Prince Charming and you love your husband and he's so great, but he in the house trying to figure out ways to lie on people, and you sitting up there talking about, oh, he got a problem. No, he been like that. He been like that. Drugs only exasperates the problems that people already have. But if the nigga is a terrible person, he just gonna be a worser person with the drugs. But for you to even, because people that's not bad people don't do shit like this when they on drugs. They just fuck and go to sleep. The fuck? That nigga is crazy. And it has a lot to do with his upbringing, his abusive childhood, and religion. You put all of that shit in a fucking cooker and these niggas' brains is cooked. I feel like Royce got the right to say whatever she want to say because Royce has been through a lot because of that man, and people continue to act like she's a liar. She can say what the fuck she want to say. So anyway, moving on. This is my last thing. Y'all, somebody shot up Rihanna's house. And at first I wanted to be a she woman hater, a she man woman hater. Y'all listen, I wanted to hate niggas. And I was just like, now what bitch did ASAP Rocky fuck and got they crazy ass running up and shooting up the house with an AK, with an AR-15. I'm sorry. I think it was an AR-15 that the bitch said. Shot 10 shots, but she can't shoot. Only one of them hit Rihanna's house. Girl, it's a crazy bitch out there. Crazy bitch. Okay, shot up Rihanna's house. Let me show y'all what a clip's at. Here she goes.
Energy trying to literally throw a ray of force at me to push me down. I don't want you, and you don't go there. And you know what? God's judgment is going to be overwhelming against you when he grabs you and throws you down. I've already seen it. You saw Rihanna. You saw her picture. She has a very big forehead and an ugly, ugly nose. That's God's judgment on her. I keep telling her to stop harassing me. To stop harassing me. And she keeps doing it. She keeps harassing me. And I already bought stock in Ulta. And I have staked in Ulta. So now those energies can't harass me when I go into Ulta anymore. When I go into Ulta, the devil tries to antagonize me or instigate against energy trying.
Oh yeah, baby, you need to be in a hospital.
Against me.
You need to be in a hospital somewhere.
By the pictures that are there. But you know what? I bought steak in there and I said, forget you. This is mine too. This is mine too. You're not going to be throwing bad energy at me when I'm coming to the store.
I mean, it's giving swarm. Your fanatics don't always love you. Sometimes they hate you. But people are mentally unwell. And at a moment in their lives, they might see a celebrity and start to hyperfixate on that celebrity. And they transfer whatever emotion that they're going through at the time, they transfer the shit onto the celebrity. This lady need to be in somebody's hospital.
So I went and I bought stock.
And this is another reason why people shouldn't be allowed to just buy heavy artillery for no fucking reason. Y'all let a crazy bitch walk out of a store with an AR-15?
They're not fiery ants. Or maybe they are. They are fiery ants. They're from Satan, aren't they? So...
And then also, I feel like Rihanna left after this. I think Rihanna left the country. And I feel like, bitch, that was probably the best thing for you to do anyway. Get out this country. Go live somewhere safe. Ain't got all these guns and shit.
Just like his Rihanna. They just want to kill something beautiful. But they can't. No, they're not.
Oh, wow. She's a nutty buddy. Her name is Ivana Ortiz. She said, are you there? Because I was waiting for your AIDS 5-head self to say something to me directly instead of sneaking around like you talking to me where I'm not at. Rihanna said, I don't even know that lady. Send this everywhere. They are done. I just restricted that stupid bitch, Kim Kardashian. I already through with Rihanna. Your turn hiding, bitch. Stop begging for a look. I mean, whoa. Bitch is bad shit. She is bad shit. Lauren LaRosa said on March 8th around 1:15 p.m., LAPD officers from West LA Division responded to an ADW shots fired radio call in the 9500 block of Heather Road. Officers met with the person reporting and obtained the suspect information. The suspect was located and taken into custody without further incident. A weapon was recovered. This is an active LAPD robbery homicide division investigation. No injuries were reported. And booking information is below. Ivana Lisette Ortiz, 35 years old. Book for attempted murder. Bail at $10 million. She's not getting out. She's not getting out, girl. You can't be trying to shoot up Robin. That's crazy. You're insane. You're insane, girl. Yeah, y'all, did y'all see her mug shots? She look crazy. She is schizophrenic. Yeah, that's what it's given. That's what it's given. AR-15 style rifle. Wow. Look at all of her mug shots. That's crazy, y'all. Like, this world is fucking crazy. I'm so glad that Rihanna is safe. I'm so glad that Rihanna is safe. Instantly makes me think about like John Lennon and, you know, Selena's. Like, girl, the way we would drag you out into the street and stone you to death behind Robin, girl. Oh my God, it's been such a tumultuous day. Ugh, I love y'all though. I appreciate y'all. Let me see what y'all sent me in super chats. Remember, if you did want to send me something for the flights, bondy.brittany@gmail.com on Zelle. Okay. And my Venmo is on my community page as well. Thank you, Christian. Hopefully y'all had a wonderful anniversary. We did. It's been really nice. Keystar 10. Thank you, love. Thank you. Happy late anniversary. Thank you. Let me see. Nurse Moonshine Bondy, you've been getting a lot of love and support across social media as a result. You were never meant to be aligned with that energy. We love you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. Banji baby, thank you for the super chat. I'm willing to bet that's exactly what he meant when he said trauma bond. I know what Tip thought, you know, it was. Q the King, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Bondi. To be honest, I never even watched Tasha K. I only know her because of you. Keep shining and being a critical thinker. Your voice is necessary in this world. Thank you. I appreciate that. Famika, thank you, girl. I'm just showing love to my Bayou Bondi, even though I'm in Texas. Louisiana is my heart, my hometown. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Jupiter's son, thank you for the super chat. You are so right. I have a ballerina height and weight and have begun body lifting for a stronger core. Same, girl. Listen, I'm all about trying to get them legs big, right? I want to be able to kick down a fucking tree. Okay, that's the point. Motherfucker. Okay, anyway, I love you guys. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate everybody that did try to send the cash apps. Thank you so much. I love y'all. The people that did send them, and I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? And don't forget, get your tickets. Get your tickets, okay? Peace out, y'all.